Hello, happy Friday. Hello, hello. How are we doing? Okay, so welcome to our little Friday morning chat hangout session where we all tap into each other's energy and hold each other as we walk through life, even though we're all spread out a lot amongst the globe. Hello, good morning. I like to picture that we are just like building a net of love and kindness and just getting to connect to each other's energy. And I just want to say too, I hope that if you're feeling depleted in any way, that sharing this space with all these other beautiful people helps to enliven and re-energize you for your week. So I hope that you have had a good week. And today we are doing What Are They Hiding? And before we get into this reading, I do just want to apologize for not getting a video out this week. As you guys probably know, like I intended to, but sometimes I just get overwhelmed with a reading. And a lot of times part of my process, like when I set the cards down, if I feel overwhelmed, like there's just an insane amount of information that's coming through, I will actually and literally make like mind maps and outlines so that I can try to get the message out in some kind of like a cohesive fashion. And the message that wanted to come out this week for the your karmic reading is very much like that. There's a lot of information that wanted to come out, so I'm gonna do that reading a bit differently. I'm not entirely sure how, but I'm gonna like timestamp the different like sections that I'm feeling wanting to come out, and then I don't know if I'm gonna do follow-up readings on that, but it was a big message, and I just want to let you know that it should be released on Wednesday. I'm just gonna let my energy kind of calm down and release it on Wednesday and try to get that out. So okay. Oh, thank you, Noir. All right, so with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into this reading. What are they hiding? I'm already getting a lot of energy, a lot of messages trickling in from this morning, so let's just show the piles. I know you guys can see it on the thumbnail, but the first pile is the threshold. That's pile number 1. Sorry if my hands are shaking. I've had coffee. Pile number 1. All right, and the second pile is the hunter, pile number 2. And then the third pile is the mountain. Oh my gosh, I can like see my handshake. I'm so sorry. It's so much caffeine. Okay, so pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Get a good gander, let your energy settle, be drawn into the pile or piles that you are drawn into. And also the pile selection, remember just to take that as an opportunity to work with your own intuition and to try to uncover exactly how your guides and spirit kind of works with you and towards you and with your intuition. It can give you quite a bit of information about the standpoint that you're at in your own energy, because say you're drawn to 2 piles, but if you go to those 2 piles and it doesn't exactly resonate for you, and the third pile is actually the one that didn't resonate for you, but that's your own energy, then it probably is telling you that there's something that you're not connecting with that you should be uncovering, or it's more like the feminine side of things, the negative space that should be guiding your intuition. Now just see what messages come up for you, but play around in that space and just kind of follow your energy, like with how it's trying to talk to you at any given moment. Or it could draw you into another pile where maybe you recognize that it's somebody else's energy in whatever situation you're dealing with, and maybe there's something there that it's like important for you to kind of know, and it'll click in like your own perspective on the situation. It'll like change it, having that new bit of information about that other person, if you get me. So okay, thank you. All right, so getting into this, like I said, I'm already getting so many messages. What is this person hiding? This person is hiding a lot. I feel like they actually feel pretty insecure in terms of like their own emotional space, and it has to do with not trusting their own heart. And I feel like that could be causing quite a bit of confusion here in this space. And like I was just saying, I feel like that's something that you are really meant to take into account when you're dealing with this person, that when you're observing their actions and how they're interacting with you, it doesn't necessarily reflect their heart space and their emotions about you. They're scared. They don't really want to let those emotions show. There's something here about the home space with this person. They could be spending quite a bit of time at home just because they feel safe or comfortable in their own energy. But I also feel like there's something, this person's feeling insecure about their home space and about their like material resources or something like that. It could be that they are in between houses, or maybe I don't know, like they have to move, or They don't have a lot of space of their own inside. I do think this is a person who had like a difficult family environment in the home space, but it affected their heart. It very much has affected their heart space. And I'm just hearing, learn to trust your truant heart. So I feel like this person's going through a lot right now, because it's like a very significant crossroads in their own journey where they're learning to trust their truant heart. So their heart is telling them things that they want, and this might have to do with you, things that they want, things that they like, even things that they enjoy, things that it's trying to pull them towards certain things. But it's almost like their logical mind, because of like the people that they've been around, or like the things that they've been socialized to love. Okay, now I'm hearing this song. It's called Chicago. If you ever want to come home from Chicago, and leave the things that habit made you love. So this person, it's like, I'm almost getting like they really don't have a lot in common on a soul level with like their family or wherever it was that they grew up. But because it's all they've known, then habit has kind of made them, oh, I get it. Habit has made them love those things. And those things are like normal and comforting to them just because they're familiar. But it's not actually like who they are on the inside. And being in this weird fragmented state of being causes this person to feel insecure. I'm hearing like it feels like they're torn between two worlds. And I'm seeing that scene from A Walk to Remember with Mandy Moore. Remember she said she wanted to be in two places at once, and he takes her to like the border of a state, and then so she's got 1 foot in one state and 1 foot in another state. So this, okay, yeah, state of mind, state of being. So this person, yeah, they're getting ready to just like level up, but they're on the threshold. This person is sitting on the threshold, and I feel like that's something that you can't quite see. This person is, okay, this is mirrored in their physical physical life, because they're very different in their home space than they are externally. So I don't know how this person is presenting like in public whenever you're around them, because it could be like, oh, maybe they're very happy, maybe they're very vibrant and jovial, but then when they go home, it's like they're very sad or they're very depressed, and that's actually when they feel safe to go into their cocoon and like cry or deal with their emotions. Or it's like they're happy when they're in public because they're out of this like family space or this weird home environment that honestly oppresses them, but they have to follow their heart in order to be able to sort of identify that for themselves, that there's something here that just, it doesn't resemble them, and it keeps them weak. I'm hearing like it keeps them in this weird heightened state of just like frozen on a threshold of like not knowing what to do. And I think you actually connect with this person's heart space. That's them actually connecting with their heart space and connecting with what they love is going to actually draw them to you. And I'm literally touching my necklace right now, which is Saturn, and Saturn represents karma and it represents blockages. So there's actually quite a bit of karma here. And I'm hearing it doesn't even have really to do with the two of you and your relationship. So you might actually sense that there's like just this pure love between the two of you, and you're like, I don't understand what is wrong, like what is the blockage. And it has to do with like on this, everything is like on this person's side I'm getting, but it has also to do with like their location and their family. I almost feel like in past lives this person got like taken from their home in like, I don't know, one of the multitudes of heinous events throughout human history. Like I just think they got like uprooted from their home, and then they got in enemy territory or in like an enemy household where they had to be like an indentured servant or something like that. So they were treated like a second-class citizen, and they were removed from their culture. I'm hearing just like removed from their culture. So it's like in their spirits, I'm even hearing like their spirits and like their ancestors. So they just feel weird. This person feels like a fish out of water, but I don't think that they understand that they feel that way because it's all they've ever known. So on the one hand, they have these habits that make the animal of their body feel comfortable, but their spirit just feels itchy, just like completely itchy. And they can't make sense of it because this person has to tap to, okay, I think this person's like witchy. I'm like literally hearing witch doctor. I think they might have been a witch doctor, or they need some kind of like spiritual, this is like a spiritual energetic wound, spiritual energetic healing. And they can do it on their own. Okay, like what they need to do is connect to the heart space. And somehow doing that, I'm hearing, this is strange, I'm hearing it activates their blood. Like there's something in the blood. The spirit lives in the blood is what I'm hearing. So it activates that, and their ancestors can actually come in and soothe them and comfort them. But this person feels alone. They feel isolated on multiple planes, like here in the physical plane, but also like spiritually, energetically, because they're just not where they're supposed to be. And I actually think that's what you're doing. I think that you're connecting this person, like soul, I'm hearing your soul family, and you probably feel that. And you're like, I just don't understand all these obstacles. And it's because this person got taken, and maybe you were somehow wrapped up in whatever this drama was in the past life, or you just love this person enough where it's like you're going in, like you're kind of going in behind enemy lines or enemy territory, or like even if you don't know, like I'm sure I'm not trying to say this person's family or the people around them are bad, like they're bad people. They're just karmic in the sense that they don't they don't jive. You know, this is all about this person learning how to connect with their heart space. And again, learn to trust your true heart. Their heart is telling them that they love things that other people around them don't love. And so you are like calling them to that space within, but towards yourself. And potentially you guys will leave this physical location together. You're meant to kind of, I think, pull this person from that place. And it might even be like from their physical home, because again, I think, maybe you'll just get this person out, or your group of friends and the people that you're around, it's more like their soul family. And so you introduce, like you building a relationship, it's like a bridge to them meeting your family or like your soul family or something like that. And this person's just going to weirdly click like in there. They're going to feel like, oh my gosh, or you're going to move somewhere together and they're just going to be like, oh my gosh, this feels like home in a way that really doesn't make sense to me. And this was kind of pairing on the energy that I was getting in the, like I was talking about the karmic reading that I haven't released yet. It was kind of the similar energy that I don't quite understand. And this person, again, doesn't understand it with the logical mind. So this person is confused, but they're going to get it. I honestly feel like this person is going to get it. And there is just a lot of kinetic energy in this person's space. I honestly feel like there's a feeling of emptiness or like void or depression. And you might not be seeing this on the outside because this person's like really going through a lot and it's a healing process. I'm just hearing corruption of the blood again as well. And okay, I'm getting weird messages for this one, you guys. Like a corruption of the blood, because I'm also hearing like, because this person's in like a culture that doesn't exactly make sense to them, like with their soul, with their past lives, with the places that they've incarnated before, I'm hearing like the diet actually like interferes with certain activators in this person's blood. I don't know. Like with the spirit of like that place or that, I don't know, wherever they're from, again, this is like weird, it's not coming online like the way that it needs to. So another thing that you might do is introduce this person to new food or like new cuisines, or like maybe that's something that you guys like to do together. And I think that might have some sort of a, I just heard your mom, like maybe your mom cooks something, I don't know, and it's gonna like activate this person. So I do feel like they have gone through some kind of depression, and I don't know if you can see this, but like the Roman numerals on this is XLV, and I'm hearing X love. So I think this person may have been in a negative relationship in their past, and it made their, like, I don't know, it's like I think it's a combination of like family, but then I think for a lot of you there was a significant past relationship and it was bad nasty. Okay, like it was really bad nasty, and I think it put this person in that state because it was a karmic. This person was with like I'm hearing a dreadful karmic. That again made them feel very empty, potentially tried to isolate them literally from their friends and family, from their home, and made them feel insecure, made them feel weak. And this is like part of the karma that they have to identify with, because I don't think their heart drew them towards this person. I think it was something else. Some kind of feeling, again, of like maybe fear or insecurity, especially if this person does have like a negative family environment. Maybe they thought this person was like their savior or was going to help them, or that they'd be safer with them, but then they weren't. And so this person is struggling to trust themselves. That's really what this is about. Also, I'm getting like they might feel like they can't deliver on something. This is, again, like coming from this weird place of insecurity in this person. I don't really think that this person's giving you the impression that they feel as weak or scared or unsure of themselves as they are. And I think it's because this person is very strong, like in spirit. I can feel this person, but it's like they've been severed from that connection in some way, and they're working on putting that back together. And all of this probably looks very mundane. I just think that you're helping to sing this person back to their heart space. But there's just a lot of blockage, and there's just a lot of love between the two of you on a soul level, a lot of love. But they feel insecure. So I am getting that this person feels that they might not be able to deliver or like live up to your expectations or something like that. There's something like big that this person thinks about that, they feel like they're gonna let you down, but it's not true, and it's because it's different with you. And there's some kind of like, I'm getting the Rumpelstiltskin story with all this like straw. So like in that story, that poor girl, her father was trying to get the king's attention and was like, my daughter can spin straw into gold, which, like, can you imagine how upset you would be? And he was like, great, she's gonna do that, or things are not going to end well for this little family. So she's like locked in the basement crying, thinking that she can't do it. But that's when Rumpelstiltskin comes and helps her. Because Rumpelstiltskin was not well intentioned. Remember, he made her promise him her firstborn. So that's this karmic. And this is actually kind of leading this person down a healing path. but they're going to like get out of this. That's what I'm saying. But it's like very much that third door energy of like everything's just aligning just right here. I think this person has very good karma and they have a lot of assistance. I'm like literally seeing this person surrounded by ancestors that are just waiting to come in. And the moment that they can connect, it's going to be very powerful here for this person. They may have a series of tower moments. And again, I think this is in the home space, and that it's somehow connected to that like Cancerian energy, home space, family, heart space, where they might, I don't know, be learning that people don't have their best interests at heart. People are not who they say they're going to be. And it's externally in the world, it has to do with like family, and it's their comfort zone. They're trying to push this person out of their comfort zone. And ironically, their heart is what wants them out of their comfort zone, because their comfort zone is killing their heart, is what I'm getting. Yeah, this is strange. So it's like all these tower moments here, but it's meant to be like an enlightening experience, because the tower moment that's going to come when this person finally jumps from the nest is like an enlightening experience. I'm also hearing like, have you ever thought about what possesses a little baby bird to just like leap out of the nest? Like, it doesn't know that it can fly. Sure, it's probably seen its parents fly off and it knows they can do it, but it has no experience. It has no tangible evidence that if it flings itself out of that nest, it's going to be fine. But let every single bird that you see flying around has done that. And that's what this person's doing. So I just feel like they're going to fly the nest here in some way. They're going to have some kind of ability that they didn't know that sets them apart from others, that gives them a different perspective. But it's that truant heart energy. It is what makes this person different, that's going to make them feel safe and strong and secure, but they think it's going to make them feel weird, because I think this is like black sheep of the family energy. And maybe this person, okay, another thing I'm getting is I think this person stands out to you and maybe even to others like in their environment. But I think you think it's a really good thing, because I think you see like soul fam vibe, like, you know, you're different to me. It matters to me. I love you. I want to be with you. Like, you know, like that. But this person's like, it's not safe to be different, you know, and like, maybe it isn't, but like it is for this person, because the difference that they have makes the difference for other people. I think this person can like ignite something like for themselves. I'm hearing they're meant to be like a beacon, like, even though they're kind of like, I don't know, in enemy territory or something like that, they're meant to be a beacon to like remind people to go back to the heart space. And I'm like, this person, it's beautiful. Like when someone connects with their heart energy, it's beautiful. But this person, I think, has I think they naturally ruffle feathers, like without meaning to. But again, it's because like the culture or the place or the terms of agreement between everyone doesn't naturally make sense to this person, because they're just from a different place. I think literally this person's from a different part of the world. Like they like to incarnate in a different part of the world than like whatever place that you found them in. You just might not see that they feel as uncomfortable as they do. So yeah, this person's trying to hide a great amount of insecurity and a reluctance to leap. So I think that there's a lot of kinetic energy though. Yeah, like, and all the red and the yellow, it's like, I think this person comes off very confident and maybe even very sexy, because it's like root chakra energy, solar plexus energy, confident. And like they kind of are, I think, about their personality or in public, but it's their emotions, it's their heart, it's what they want, you know, that makes them feel very different. So let me just see what I'm drawn to here. Okay, there could be an issue with money as well. And this is what this person doesn't understand. I think connecting with their heart is actually going to bring in a lot of money. But right now they might be feeling insecure. And I think it has to do with the home environment. Maybe this person has to live on their own, or they're worried about getting a roommate. I mean, it could literally be anything. This person is meant to take the throne in their own heart, to take the authority here of their own life. That's what I get. Situations in the balance that require careful handling. This person has something going on. And again, I think it's dealing with like the family and stuff. And it actually does require careful handling, but it's not meant to make this person afraid. This person has that ability. Oh my gosh. I think this person has so much success coming to them when they finally like leap, like make that leap from the nest. And they might literally like a bird flying from that nest to a different tree. When they make some kind of a transition, or like jump from their nest into your nest or something like that, then it's like they have a lot of success coming to them. Okay, look, finger. And I'm hearing finger pointing. This person, I think, has had a lot of people like finger point at them. They're scared you're going to do this as well. Like maybe if you see their home, and I don't think this person does anything necessarily bad. It's like just if you see how different they are at home, or if you see that they're actually more emotional than they let on, then I think this person is just afraid that you're gonna judge them. And it doesn't have anything to do with you, but it's more just how they've been treated in the past. But there's something here. Oh, okay. People who do that to this person, again, it's okay, that truant heart energy keeps them safe because it lets them know who's for them and who's not. So people who do that are like not supposed to be around this person, and they need to figure out that they're not supposed to be around this person. Like, if I can't love this person because they're not doing anything wrong, this person's not doing anything to harm people. It's like, you know, the kind of controlling people who feel like they get to dictate how everybody should be in the space according to their own preferences. You know, like your entire existence should have to make me comfortable. I think there's been a person, if not multiple people like this in this person's life, and it's meant when this person gets around somebody like that, I think maybe they try to capitulate, or they're like, maybe there's something wrong with me because this person's been made to think that there's something wrong with them. But in reality, it's warning them that there's a problem with this person. There's a problem with that person's heart. And okay, so the heart energy that this person has been around has been this like finger pointing energy, and because other people have a corrupted heart space, so it's given them the wrong impression of that here as well. But this has like this person has like a lot of money coming to them, I feel like. Yeah. Oh. Okay, gavel, involvement with the law, time to get out of a situation. Okay, there could be something here that might, okay, so for some of them, I'm hearing, okay, there's a situation that potentially could involve the law. And for not all of these people will it involve the law, because they're afraid. I think this person's been really wronged, maybe by somebody in their family. And they just realize that it's time to get out of the situation. Like, I think it's something that even if they aren't pressing charges, or they're not like filing for a divorce or like something like that, they have grounds to do that. Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. Yeah. And I think they are like, they've been around that energy, but they kind of reflect that too in their own reluctance. But it's the inverse of that, you know? It's the inverse of that. I think that you really want to connect with this person. Like, you really, really do. And they want to connect with you too. There's a lot of strategy that's going on here. Yeah. So let me just see anything else, and then I'll pull some message cards for this pile. Anything else? Yeah, for a lot of you, you're saying this is your own energy. Nice. I love when the cards do that, to be honest. The Knight of Swords. This person is trying to get away from a situation and heal. Okay, this person, okay, I'm telling you, this person had a major, major heartbreak in the past. It really caught them off guard because they were just live, laugh, loving. Okay, this person was just like having a ball, having a blast. This could have to do with their ex as well. Like, maybe it was actually very sexual or very passionate, and this person thought that that was trusting their heart space. But in reality, it's like, and you could have been trying to get this person's attention here as well. Like, you know, during that time, they really were so lost in some kind of an emotive experience, but this emotion was not coming from the heart. I think it was coming from the root chakra, to be honest, which is, it's fine, you know, like, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, I think this person just mistook that energy for heart chakra energy, which is making them think they can't trust their heart. But in reality, they just need to understand that what drew them to this other person, this other situation, was root chakra stuff, like a sense of security, a sense of passion, something like that. And it's their heart that actually calls them to you. But I'm hearing like, my heart is breaking, like this person's heart is breaking, that they have been treated so badly, that they have been betrayed. I'm just hearing, I heard the word abandonment, and this is their karma. Like, there's something about this, because I'm just seeing a wall around the heart, and so they're experiencing these like betrayals or something like that, because it's supposed to like crack them open. That's part of their karma, not necessarily a bad thing, just to like have this person escape the pin. I'm just seeing like them running around in circles, like in a pin. And so they're running away. I think this person needs to have an argument with somebody, and that might actually need to happen in order to release this, where they need to kind of pin somebody to the wall with their words and like let them know, like, it's not okay for you to have treated me this way. And then after they get all that out of their system, then they do kind of need to rest and heal. And then I think they're actually going to be trying to connect with you, you know. Okay, because look, she's stitching up her heart. Yeah, I knew it. There's like a heart chakra wound here. So like, but they weren't even aware of it, because this is like from past lifetimes. So they had to experience whatever this betrayal was to draw them to their heart space and say, look, this needs healing. Spirit is basically trying to say, look, feel your heart. It's broken. Like, your heart's broken, and we need it back online so that you can follow it and connect with your dreams. So this person, all of this is going to make this person spend a lot of time like healing their own heart. Once they stitch their heart back together, this person's going to look for you. They're going to actually genuinely look for you. I think you might be sneakily watching this person as well, because your hearts just call to each other. You could have always watched this person, is what I'm getting. Like, you just always knew that they were your person, and you always wanted to like, and yeah, I think that you were building your own life. You were building your own coin. You were like working on being independent. You're trying to make a name for yourself. You're trying to maybe work on being somebody who is more disciplined, somebody who can be trusted, because this person absolutely does need that. Somebody who can be trusted. And then this person's going to look for you, and they might try to find you online, or maybe even try to sneakily watch you. But I also think there's a connection, again, in the ethers, like astrally, via heart space, via intuition. And yeah, I'm just, they might like think about you when they're at work, just like long hours or something like that. And then there is a potential for you guys to take this path together. So they want to. It's just there's kind of a bit of a path before that. And I think maybe for both of you, because I think your part of the path is that Knight of Pentacles energy, where maybe you have to. Knight of Pentacles for me represents Critica energy, and Critica is the orphan. So you might be living away from your family because maybe you had to go into enemy territory to get this person, or you've had to strike out on your own in some way to build your coin to Knight of Pentacles, very methodical, like building up that responsible sort of an energy. And also the Shakti power of Kritika is to burn or purify. And I feel like you're burning or purifying space for this person. I think literally a home space for this person, your own energy, burning through your own karma. So the two of you can be, I feel like it's a huge motivating factor for both of you to be together. In this life or in another life, you love each other that much. Like it's something that motivates both of you to confront your own, I heard, disasters, like, and to actually, to do the work, to really think, to reflect, to cut off bad situations that you shouldn't be a part of, to get the respect that you deserve, and to be able to treat the other person with respect. And in order to change this connection around, because I feel like the karma that's here, it's like interfering karma from extenuating circumstances or something that both of you are working on busting through. I fell in love the moment I saw you. Yeah, and it scared this person, because I think this person is somebody who is very, they don't want to trust that heart space. And I think, they're trying to keep themselves safe. And I'm not even saying this is a bad thing. It's just like, even if they're like, whoa, too fast, like, then they still should work on connecting with the heart space to see what it is trying to tell them instead of just shutting it completely down. I think this person's working on that. Okay, so what else, Spirit? Laura says it sounds like her in the past. Yeah, nice. Too legit to quit. Love it. Okay, Spirit, what messages does this person have? Okay, this person's messages change up. I'm hearing like their tone. You'll notice a softening of this person whenever they're healing their heart space, like their walls kind of come down and they're willing to be a little bit more vulnerable. They might just be very exhausted. I'm hearing be patient with them, because they might not know how to speak these words, even though they're feeling vulnerable and they want to put it out there. They might be like completely exhausted, but there'll be like a softness in this person that you'll notice. I know what you mean to me. I'm ready to be with only you now. This feels like a shared energy, because I think that you've had to work on something for yourself. It's almost like you were distracted and you couldn't focus on this person. That's your own karma to kind of work through. And then this person as well. You both knew from the moment that you saw each other, I'm getting. And you have to kind of prepare to be like with the other person, and to turn this nest upside down, where there's actually quite a bit of kinetic energy and love and passion and confidence and fun. This would be a very, I think, happy, jovial, and it just feels like a homecoming. This feels like a very happy marriage. And I feel like the wedding ceremony would just be off the chain too. Like with these two people, you want an invite to this wedding if it ever gets there. I'm just letting you know. We need to let each other go. Interesting. Because I just said what's behind that. I hide my true desires for you. So this person may have signified, like either through their actions, because I think that's more like you would have sensed a blocking off. And it's because like you're bumping into the Saturn, you're bumping into the obstacles with the heart center energy, but they don't actually mean that. They hide their true desires. This person hides their true desires because they don't feel like they can trust it, because this person is like wrongly attributing root chakra energy to heart chakra energy in the past. So they tell themselves, I tried to trust that in the past and look where it got me. It got my heart broken. Well, because it ended up in enemy territory. And I also feel like this location that they are in, it's like in enemy territory, and it's just they got to get out of there, I think. I can't take being away from you any longer. Yeah, like I just think it's going to bubble up to the surface the more and more they connect with their heart space. I just heard the word cuddle. So this person might need a cuddle, but they might just want to cuddle you. Please forgive me. I know I messed up. The other thing is like, please be gentle with each other. You might be mad, okay? Like with this person, because there's been a blockage. Like you feel like your feelings were denied or something like that. I'm letting you know this, like, this person was not trying to hurt you. This person has a lot of shit to go through. And I'm letting you know now that if you set this tone for their heart space, picture this person like a beating heart. Like, don't picture looking into their eyes and like their mouth and everything. Picture this person like a beating heart that literally does not have a rib cage around it, because that's how they're going to come back to you. And it's new for them. And so if you kind of set this tone of like, you are safe here in this space, you will get a lot more movement. And this person will, I'm hearing like they'll actually put their root down like in your heart space, and it will connect the root chakra and the heart chakra. And this might actually happen alchemically through sexuality, like between the two of you. And I think there's a lot like communicated and worked through in the sex, like between the two of you as well. And you have to trust that. I'm hearing you both have to trust the energy. Not that you shouldn't have conversations and stuff, but like the energy work of the body and like the things. I feel like there's so many emotions here, like you can't really communicate them all in plain English or whatever other language that you might share together. Like it's too big to be contained in words, and this person doesn't trust those things. But it's like, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like you're meant to set like some kind of safe container for you to have those vulnerable conversations instead of spitting fire. It's not that you can't like express that. Oh, Janae, thank you so much for the 1999. Honest pillow talk. Yeah. Oh my gosh, literally, Lone Wolf just said honest pillow talk, and this says, I get scared for being honest with you. Yeah, words cannot express at all times. And you know what? This person might be very logical. And I think there's something excellent about this person, again, with their personality and managing a space, like working a room or something. So they might, okay, I think that's what I was trying to describe earlier, where they don't want to freak you out by how different they are at home. Because I think this person's big personality, it's an arm. It's actually an arm, which is why you feel like you can't connect with this person, because they're keeping people away from themselves by being very socially adept, by being like very good with their words. Maybe they're keeping people away from their heart space. But if you are this person's significant other, they want to connect deeply in the heart space, because I think this person can really only handle doing that with like one person at a time, and they have to like move very slowly because their heart's been so broken, not just in this lifetime but in other lifetimes, and they've really been treated unkindly is what I'm getting. Very much treated unkindly. Because ironically, I think there could be something about this person that is excellent and makes people jealous, and people think that because of like this energy that this person is like maybe full of themselves or cocky, and this person is a real one. Like they have a genuinely sensitive heart that they need tended to, and I think that you are the right person for the job. So that's what I'm getting for pile number 1. Yeah. Oh, you know what's so funny? This person's still hiding more like emotions. I have this other deck that I wanted to grab for messages, and I noticed like I put it in a weird spot in my office space, and it was like weirdly in the corner and like flipped upside down, and I knew that it was connected to this pile. I was like, there's some message that wants to come out from that deck, but they don't want it to come out just yet. So I feel like this person, again, like they're still even like hiding, and I was like really, really trying to remember to grab it, because I was like, I'm gonna get that message out of you, but you know, in their own time, because I forgot it. Like, even though I made this like, you know, I tried to make a conscious effort to remember it, like I still didn't. So this person's like, like, you know, they got one over on me. So yeah, so that's pile number 1. Okay, let me just take a little sip of my water. 100% you, one person at a time, and very slow. Yeah. Nice. And I think it might be surprising, especially because if this person is very confident and they might have a lot of acquaintances, this first person, you know, and everybody maybe wants to be their friend, but they don't account for this other side to them, that they need to go slow. They need to like look at the surroundings and make sure they're safe, and listen for any of the leaves crunching, to, you know, like all of that. Oh, you're welcome, Sky. I'm so glad. It sounds like for a lot of you, the real pancake girl. All right, you're welcome. Bye. Have a good day. Yeah, like I think for a lot of you, this is potentially your own energy, and spirit maybe needed you to hear this one before going into your person's energy or one of these other stacks potentially. All right, moving on here. I just heard, yeah, we're moving on up to the east side, to a deluxe apartment in the sky. Moving on up. Okay, so what is this person hiding? I feel like this person is on some kind of an ascent. But when I went to say ascent, then I almost said descent. So And then I just heard the word decent. What's going on here? This person is also in a threshold space, but I'm seeing like one of those 3-prong connectors, you know? I don't know what they're for, but like if you had to connect 3 like cords or something, I don't even know what I'm seeing. Maybe this person likes tech or video games, or I don't know, something like that. They understand things that I do not understand. Yeah, and there might be a third party situation. Okay, so this person has a wayward sexual past. Okay, they do. And I think they're kind of raucous. Maybe this person has had a history of like partying or like drugs and alcohol, a lot of sexual activity. This person really does not like to be tied down. So this would maybe be somebody that just has like maybe a lot of partners, but they keep an eye on you. This person sees you, and that's this energy like, yeah, we're moving on up. Like they really think that there's something about you that makes this person want to elevate, and they see a path forward with you that they could kind of like level up. And I feel like this person is very curious about it. It's like they even like when they get sucked back into their negative behaviors, because I think this person might also be hiding those things. So it's like this is kind of like this is like an inverse energy with pile number 1. So with pile number 1, the energies were much like softer. With this person, I think what they're hiding is maybe they do like to party. Maybe they spend a lot of their money. I just saw somebody like snorting something from a table. Like that's what they're trying to hide. That maybe this person, I'm like with my language, like in this pile. So they can't really express themselves, or they don't really know how to. But yeah, I think this person tries to hide that potentially here as well, that's something that they do in their extracurricular activities, or like where they go at night or something like that. But they see you. And I think this person watches you because see how like this horse is looking through the keyhole. So I get the sense that they can only really see a keyhole into your life, but it's enough to really like draw them. And it is the light. You are the light here for this person, and you're calling them forward to, a life full of independence and healing. And maybe even towards like, I think it's like a better future, a better life. And on some level, this person sort of understands that. I feel like this person is not independent here in some way, but it's not like with a romantic relationship. It could be because there's addictive energy here. But I think that it's peer pressure. Somehow it's peer pressure. Like this person is very socially influenced. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. And I'm hearing under the influence. This person's under the influence, under the thumb of certain like of social expectations. But this feels like of like, oh, come on, just let loose. Like, just do this like party thing. Like, aren't you cool? Aren't you casual? Can't you hang? Like, that kind of a peer pressure, when this person actually does want to be more like that sun energy of being very strong, very independent, very career oriented, maybe even very philosophical. And that we've seen this energy before where it's like, weirdly, this person's, like we said, the light side and the shadow side, but the light side just means it's the conscious part of you. Well, the conscious part of this person knows that they're like a partier or like, a druggie or like socially motivated, that's the side of themselves that they more connect with because it's gotten them approval, it's gotten them sex. I'm hearing it's gotten them certain things that they want, but it's like very much in the short term. And this person is starting to kind of know that, or starting to understand that it's actually what's kept them bound. I'm also hearing that they may have had jobs or something that came like through this like party atmosphere. So they haven't necessarily gotten like jobs. It's like through connections. This is a person that makes things through connections, but these connections are bad. Like they lead them astray and they give them bad advice, and this person can't exactly see it because they're in the haze of it, and maybe they're talking with people, but a lot of the times they're under the influence. So something sounds like a good idea, or they trust people, or they go off with people that they shouldn't really go off and after. But then seeing you, I think you like are a living example here to this person of a better way, and of that shadow side to them, which is really like more positive traits and attributes where they're independent, they can break free from the group and again, like shine or something like that. This person is after you. Oh my gosh, interesting. Lenny said he would drink before interviews because he would do better. Like, I'm so getting that because this person just has learned how to function. And I think a lot of it, like could stem from anxiety where they just have to like shut their mind off. This person might be a K2 dominant. That's kind of a trait with them where they are actually very spiritually inclined. And if they don't tap into that, then a lot of times it can lead them to like altered states, but it's very unconscious and it's very low vibrational. This isn't somebody who's doing ayahuasca, like with a shaman, in order to, not yet anyways, although that might be a bridge for this person into a better life, into some kind of spirituality. But like I said, they're very spiritually inclined. Also, this person, K2 dominance, especially men, for whatever reason, like other men just like follow them. And Claire, I learned this from Claire Nocti, and I think she's completely brilliant. Okay, wait 1 second. I'm getting a lot. She's completely brilliant, but she says for whatever reason, it's like they speak and they can be very inspirational, but the logic doesn't always check out like with what this person's saying, but it's still very like moving, or it seems like very high vibrational, and it can be when they tap into spirituality. But if this person is tapping into that lower side of things, it's really just kind of bunk and diluting, but still like other, I think men especially, just circle around this person and follow them. So they're looked at highly here in this group, but it's sort of manufactured. They can be looked at highly in a more positive sense, but they have to sort of go on this underworld journey where at first they're like, they feel like the lowest one on the totem pole, and because they might have to, if they're not relying on connections to get them jobs and stuff, they might have to build a skill set. They might have to go to college. They might have to work, a lower paying job in order to have the schedule that they need to be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? They have to kind of go through this underworld journey, and they have to face their own insecurities about that. I feel like this is a person who runs from their insecurities, but they do it through destructive means in order to distract their minds and their mind and other people's mind. They like to keep their mind occupied. See what I'm talking about? How like spirituality will help you learn how to meditate or learn how to settle your thoughts. So that's the higher vibrational path. And this person wants to be like that sun energy. They want to be a positive influence. And I think they see you in that light, and they're really wanting to come towards you. But this person, like the hunter, this person is very much like hunting you. And, in this other energy, it's like they might be very sexually motivated and very sexually driven. So I think that they are, but they want more with you. But it's like this person doesn't know. I think they don't know how to approach you. And it could be because they could see you at work. They could see like they're looking through the keyhole, and then the sun energy, to me, it's like work energy or philosophical energy. So maybe you see each other in like some kind of a spiritual space, or like at school, and they don't know how to approach you, because it's like the way that they're used to approaching other people, they think is too aggressive and it's too forward and it would scare you off. And I think they want to be like drunk. I think they want to be drunk when they like approach you, because they feel more confident and they feel more secure in themselves. But I feel like Spirit is really holding you off from connecting in that kind of an environment, because this person needs to rise up and meet you in your environment. Oh, I'm hearing they need to cross the threshold for themselves, because I think, I don't know, I wouldn't, yours is the stronger energy here, funny enough. And I think this person's I'm hearing they're very respectful of your energy. So it's weird, because I feel like this person has like bad boy or bad girl antics, or like people that they're around or habits, but they really, really respect you. And I feel like they might be on their best behavior and use all of their manners and put their napkin in their lap and their pinky up. And, that's okay. So you guys might connect on a sense of humor level, or you really make this person laugh. Okay, yeah, like they really, okay, but I'm also watching them watch you. So I don't know if you're like cute whenever they think you're cute. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Like when you navigate around a space, or maybe they've seen you like drop stuff, or like, I don't know, they just think that you're really cute. And I think they just they find you amusing. That's what I'm hearing. Like they find you amusing. They like to watch you. They just think you're funny, you make them laugh, and they want to interact with you, but they also are afraid that they're going to like hurt you or taint you in some way. And they just, like I'm getting, they have like respect for your energy. I think this person they try to get your attention, and but they try to move around you. Because I think this person also wants to kind of bait you into their energy so that they can make a move on you, or so that they know that it's okay, or that because they want to meet you on a sexual level. I think that's how this person thinks that they need to meet you at the first time, but it's not. I think they have to kind of step out of their comfort zone. So we are seeing between pile number 1 and pile number 2, two people who have to step out of their comfort zone, but in very different ways. And this isn't the same, because, if pile number 1 steps out of their comfort zone with this pile number 2 person before this pile number 2 person is healed, then they could potentially re-traumatize the pile number 1 person, which is why I think this person needs to make the first move. And this person, the first move, spiritually speaking, is them getting themselves out of this like dark horse energy. I'm also like the concept of a dark horse. I'm getting like this person is probably gonna, I just heard maybe reach out to you soon, or try to connect with you when you feel like you've kind of moved on. This person watches you. So they're keeping an eye on you. I don't know how. It's like, I don't know how. Like maybe it is social media, but it's connected to your independence or your health or your healing. So I don't know if this person's watching those things somehow, or maybe you're documenting your journey, or they're just noticing that like on the pictures that you're sharing, like you look very independent, or you look healthy, or you have a glow, or maybe you have a suntan or something like that. But this person is very much watching and keeping an eye on you. And I think that they might sneak up on you, like reach out to you, try to reconnect this in like, it'll like seemingly come out of nowhere. Now there was something here that I like moved past in the past because I was getting something about that. I just heard Selena Gomez. I don't know why. I don't know what that means, but it would like made me think of it. Hold on just one second. I want to try to reconnect with this. I lost it. I know I did. It'll come back up, but yeah, this person just really, really likes you. That's what they're hiding. But they're also hiding, again, like addictions and this more lower vibrational energy. This person also is a healer. I don't think that they've tapped into it. This is very much, again, like that shaman energy, but they don't really know what to do with it. But the horse yonis, it's Ashwini and it's Shatabishak. So Ashwini is the beginning of Aries, and Shatabishak is, they have a secret, is in Aquarius. Yeah, this person thinks that you won't understand like their old patterns or their old behaviors. I think that you will understand them. I don't think that you will judge this person for that, but I think you both are on the same page that they need to come out of those behaviors. But this person doesn't know that about you. They're very insecure about their past because they see you in such high light, you know? That word highlight really just stuck out to me. Yeah, so you both are on the same page that they need to be healing. They need to be moving towards that better side to themselves. And I think you actually will accept this person. I really think this is a strong soulmate connection, weirdly enough, because maybe you have a lot of horse energy in you as well, because the horse energy, you both probably are very attractive or you stand out. Horse yonis typically do stand out, especially for their body. So you might very much be attracted to this person's body, specifically like their legs or like their face. I don't know, their neck, like horse things. I don't know, their tail. Yeah, and they're also very attracted to your body. I think there's like some kind of like body. Also, you might be very active people. You might have met this person doing something really active as well, like, or there's just a lot of movement in the space. But you both have your own strong, solid sense of independence, you know, where it's like wanting to go your own way. So like this person maybe they kind of have that like outcast kind of a, in the doldrums though, like they're in the doldrums, and yours is more healthy energy. It's situated in a healthy way that's going to build you over time, and this person knows, this person sees it. Yeah, so it's weird, I keep having this experience in this pile where I'll get a message, I'll get it very strong, and I'll be like, hold on, I need to finish my thought first, and then when I go back to like remember this, it's like out of my mind. So I don't know if this is an experience that this person's having where it's like, okay, well, I'm going to reach out to them, but then they like kind of get swept up in whatever it is in front of them. And then they always kind of come back to your energy. But Lainey said his body is hot as hell. Yeah, I'm getting that. Like, I think you guys have like just the exact body type that each other likes. And like, it might have to do with like booty, hip area I don't know, take it how it resonates. You know how it resonates. Hair is another one. Yeah. But I think this person does have like a secret here that they don't think that you're going to understand. But again, I think you do as well. So there's a lot of mirroring here, and I just keep getting off track. So I feel like this person feels like they're always getting off track. And then I just heard, but I don't want to be on track because I'm getting like a track and a horse. Like this horse wants to be out in the pasture, but then it also knows that like training is going to help them, help build some kind of strength, this is weird. It's like, this person knows that if they had the right like horse trainer, that they could stand to benefit a lot. This person really does not like their sloppy lifestyle or something like that. They want to be better. This is a person who wants to be better. So let me just pull some cards here. This has been a strange message. Karmic formation. Oh yeah, the social scene. They use connections, but also as sex appeal in these groups. Yeah, this is a person, and I think that this is like charismatic. I'm seeing somebody like toss their hair, you know, like laughing or like glint in their eye, but you know, and there's also something that draws people in because people kind of sense that this person doesn't want to be tied down, and so they want to try to bridle this horse. And I don't think that's the way you guys connect, which I think is this like high vibrational connection. I think you see this person's independence and their wild nature, and you don't want to touch that. You know that they need to treat you well, but you're just like, I think it's great. Like, you know, if you can go ride off, like, and I can too, and then, you know, we can just come back to the barn together. Like, that is my ideal scenario because you like your space, I think, and this person likes their space. So you don't want to touch that. You don't want to cramp this person's style or like their independence. You just know that they need to have like their own solid sense of self and like moral fortitude if you guys are going to make this work. And I think they're starting to understand the difference, that there's like a nuance in your energy that you actually don't want to cramp their style. They see a lot of freedom and independence in your energy too. It's just like healthier oriented. I just heard orientation. Okay, this is reminding me of that reading that we were just talking about, the karmic formation, because I just heard orientation, sexual orientation. This person has a different sexual orientation. Like, it could, like, proclivities. I'm just hearing proclivities. So, again, like, this person just, again, likes a lot of variety. And I mentioned that in that other reading where it's like, this person doesn't really think through consequences, but also I think they put themselves in an altered state of mind. It's not that they don't. If they're sober, I think they do think through consequences. I just don't think they want to. They feel like it cramps their style. That's kind of what so they put their conscious mind down, where you're extremely conscious. So you're connecting high vibrational with your own independence, with your sense of freedom, with going your own way. This would be pile number one's energy if they actually did fly the nest, right? So this person like tries to put that down, tries to put that out of their mind. Don't listen to this person, I'm hearing as well, if they try to argue with you on this, like, oh, it's just my like proclivities, because it's not coming from a high vibrational space within this person. If they want to try to make that argument after they've healed and after they've connected with this space repeatedly and consciously over time, then that's fine. But Spirit's saying their views on it will change. They need the substances, to get through these social situations. And it's mirroring oh my gosh, like, why does this keep happening? Like, it just drops out of my mind. It just completely drops out of my mind. It mirrors the people in pile number one. That's what I was going to say, where they, I think, are very confident, but then they're feeling that depressed way. Well, this person, they're very confident in those social situations, but they need to drop their guard in order to be able to do it. You know what I'm saying? So they're very like social when they're drinking. I hope this makes sense. Hold on. There was the horse trainer thing. Yeah. Cause Lainey says, I like that. Like the horse trainer. Yeah. Cause it's like the discipline that allows you to tap further into your own abilities, where somebody shows you a different way, but you have to be disciplined in order to do that. And that's what this person needs. Okay. What else is this person hiding? I think this person, they're also on a threshold. I just saw the Two of Pentacles. So I think their finances might not be great. Also, I'm hearing, lean into what you love the most. So this person, I think, has two different sides of them. They have two different values. So on the one hand, again, they want to be very social, and this somehow ties into how they make their money. So they need to, and one path is the builder path, and I think that's with you, and the other one is the saboteur. This person connects with saboteur energy, but they don't realize it, and they're their own worst enemy. And that's that song from, I think, Lit. This person likes to get lit, is what I'm hearing, but like, yeah, I'm my own worst enemy. Drove my car into the, like, I can't remember that song. What is going on with my mind right now? I like can't connect with certain things. And I think it's mirroring like this person being out of their mind, but it's like, that song, My Own Worst Enemy. It's like he drove his car into the yard, and I can't remember what was said or what you threw at me. Please tell me why. My car's in the front yard. That's what I was trying to think of. Yeah. And I'm sleeping with my clothes on. I came in through the window last night. This person's a mess. But like, they're fun and they feel restricted by society. Okay, this person can have a child, or they're, okay, for some, if this person's not from the place that you're from, they kind of reminisce, they miss their homeland or like their childhood friends or something like that. Okay, there's something here about a past work situation. What just happened? This person doesn't know what to make of you in this situation. They're trying to connect with what to do and how to get through this, but they can't make sense of anything. This person is also picking up on signs and synchronicities, but it's like they don't know how to put that into words. And I feel like something here got turned on its head in the past. It was this hunter energy, like whatever it was that they were trying to like come through, it got turned on its head. And you know what I think did it? Power dynamics. I think that maybe they were this person could try to act like your teacher or like give you advice or something like that. Maybe they're older than you or they like to act older than you, but then it got flipped on its head where this person realized that actually you were strong and you were independent and they actually had a lot to learn from you. And then I think this person like pull for a step back. There's something here that you did that actually, maybe when this person tried to approach you or tried to hunt you, that actually showed that you aren't weaker than them. You actually you stood in your power. You're very independent. I'm hearing you're single-minded, but, you're single-minded, like your mind is on being single. Your mind is on being independent, getting your own coin, building up your own strength. Maybe this person tried to make a move on you, or I feel like this person maybe felt like you rejected them here in some way, and then they liked you even more because they were like, oh my God, that is my wish fulfillment. Because I think at first the attraction was very physical, but this person over time has started to get to know your traits, your heart, your strength, and then they're like, oh my gosh, like this person, the lovers, yeah, like this person is like, oh my gosh, like that person is so hot, they're so cute, like I just want to connect with them, I just want to be with them all the time, like oh my gosh, what do I do? And it sends this person into a frenzy, and they can't like get a word out, and they can't make sense of their thoughts because it's really, oh my gosh, now it's just pouring out. Like it's really unusual for this person to want to be tied down or settled down. It doesn't make any sense. They're like, what did you do to me? Like what's going on? They can't synthesize like what exactly is happening here. You've put them in an entirely different state of mind. Listen to the way that I'm talking. I feel like I'm almost blaming you right now. Like you put me into a entirely different state of mind. I feel like I like took a step out on the limb here, and then all of a sudden like you removed your energy, and I don't want to take any responsibility for the fact that I am insecure and I've not done my work, and I've not demonstrated that I'm a person that is safe and a person that you can trust and that you're a person that you can rely on. So when you rejected me, I absolutely know that you were right to do that. I'm just like mad. I'm just mad at you. I'd rather blame you than look at myself. So I'm just going to go out and party, and I'm just going to like keep doing whatever I'm doing and try to hook up with a bunch of other people. And I'm just going to be a dog chasing my tail for a while because I don't know what else to do. I honestly don't know what else to do. I'm not in a safe space right now. I'm not a safe place for you. And I don't know how to get out of this. I don't know how to get out of this. Like I'm honestly I don't know what I'm feeling. I'm pissed off. I'm frustrated. I'm confused. And I want you, and I want to be mad at you because you hurt my feelings in something, but I don't know. I just don't know. What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? And I'll say it, but like, I don't know what you want me to do. I'm really good at reading people, like especially, hookups and stuff. I'm really good at that. But with you, I cannot put my finger on what it is you want from me. I feel like you could say the wrong thing, not the wrong thing, probably the right thing to this person. It would just like all freaking come out, like just like that. Because they're really confused. That was a channel for those. I don't feel that way towards you. Like that was a channel for those of you who are like, what just happened to Jessica? Oh my gosh, look, they don't want it to come out because this person wants to seem confident. They like being the big man. They like throwing bills, that they don't have. Like at the bar, they like hiding. This person likes hiding behind their social mask that they've carefully created of the cool guy or the cool girl. Like, you make them feel different. You pull them out of their energy, and they're rebelling against that. They're rebelling against the feeling. They're rebelling against their own heart. So again, you can see that pile number 1 and pile number 2 are going through very similar experiences, but in a very different kind of a way. Look, the devil card, this person's dealing with addictions. This person feels some kind of an attachment. And you know what? There's something, okay, this is weird because this person's not in a healthy state of mind, and they are not understanding that. So because they're not in a healthy state of mind, and this chain of events has gone off that was meant to honestly enlighten them or pull them upwards, and because they're refusing to budge, then they're not understanding this correctly. And I think their love for you, genuinely, their like pull towards you has turned to some kind of like a corrupted energy where now they just feel like they have like a very sexual attraction to you. I think this person, they're angry. This person's mad. And I think they feel like if they just could like sleep with you, that maybe this would all go away. So if this person has been horrible and horrendous to you and like treated you disrespectfully, because it's not in their nature to do that. They actually think very highly of you and they want to respect you. Oh, you know what? I don't think it's you actually. Okay, no. This person's not trying to sleep with you to make this go away. I think they're trying to sleep with other people. And I think maybe they want to make you jealous. This person wants to make you jealous because they want to like knock you off of your seat. They want you to feel this is an unhealed person, because instead of trying to raise, there's 2 ways they can go in being presented with your energy, which is higher vibrational. They can try to rise up and meet you, or they're going to just devolve and maybe try to pull you down to their level so that they're leveling you. They want to even out the power between the 2 of you. The healthier way is to actually meet themselves in order to connect the part of them that they see reflected in you. Because this person, I think you represent what this person could be. That actually you don't have to be boring, and you can still be fun, and you can still be unique, because this person doesn't want to be like everybody else. That's another thing. That's a huge thing with this person. I'm kind of hearing like the Good Charlotte song of like, you don't want to be just like you. The anthem. This is the anthem. Throw all your hands up. You don't want to be you. Like, I think this person just looks at like adults like wearing their khakis and stuff, and they're like, no, thank you. Like, no, thanks. And you feel that way too, but then you're doing that in a way that's healthy and respectable and not gross. And so they want to build with you. But anyways, I feel like this person can be like sleeping around, to be honest. They're a slave to their impulses. And you're still the goal, but it's like they're trying to bait you. They want you to be the one without power in the situation. They feel powerless. They should, and they won't feel that way if they connect with what they're supposed to be connecting with and actually build themselves up. This person might be trying to get you to see them out with somebody that they feel like is very attractive, like on their arm. They might be trying to flaunt somebody else in front of you in order to just bait you. This person feels all these ways: frustrated, powerless, angry at you. So they're trying to project that outwards onto you. They're trying to induce that kind of a reaction from you so that they can say, oh, see, like, they're trying to make you express the emotions that they actually feel. They want you to get jealous and have an outburst and yell at them and be pissed, because also this person thinks if they can instigate some kind of an argument with you, maybe when you're out drinking, that's their in point to actually being able to be in a relationship with you and put their guard down and be vulnerable. But you have to do it first. But they're trying to induce you doing it first by pissing you off or like dangling other people here in front of you, something like that. This person's going to hurt themselves doing this, to be honest. Because you have enough fortitude in your own spirit to like deal with this appropriately. They don't have a plan either. Like, this person's just raucous is what I'm getting. They're kind of messy. Oh my gosh, Janae, where are you going? You don't have to tell us. I feel like this is me sometimes. I love it when people can like own this in the comment section. And you know what? This might be you sometimes, because oftentimes like I'm kind of getting the pile number 1 and the pile number 2 person are drawn together. And I kind of picture the yin yang with that, where it's like this person may represent your shadow side. So the part of you that is like small and it doesn't come out very often, but it's also like hiding there in the shadows. So you might actually resonate with feeling this way, which is what's bringing the two of you together for some healing. But your shadow or your light side might be like much stronger. And then it's the same like with you. It's just which parts of you are strongest and which parts of you are like kind of tucked back. And I think that's the level that you guys connect with on. Yeah, they will meet somebody who will hurt them so bad. Yeah, I'm getting that too. Knows my outside of work moves. Alana can tear it up, man. She can tear it up. Yeah, okay, so let's see. What else is this person hiding? This person wants you so bad. This person wants you so bad. They want some kind of quick results with this, which is why they're devolving and they're trying to make you angry. They can't cope. I'm hearing like they honestly cannot cope with their feelings with you. They really cannot. I've seen the World card 2 times, and like I'm just getting that's you. This person is so jealous. I'm hearing too, like they just see people watching you. They think that you're the most beautiful creature ever, and I think they watch you like in terms of your work, something to do with work. It's like effortless is what I'm hearing. Like they just see you being effortless in your work and people just admiring you. But this person thinks in their mind, whether they're observing this or their mind just runs away with them, and they just think that a lot of people want you, and maybe they do. But like, they don't want you to judge their offer. This person wants to like marry you. Oh my gosh. This person wants to like marry you, but they just don't feel good enough. I'm picturing somebody like, please take this chicken, you know, like to the sovereign. And they're like, she's not going to like my chicken. This is like such a skinny chicken to the chickens I usually have. And like, okay, so this person I think is also going through a difficult time. Remember I was saying that I think they're having money issues, but it's like they don't usually have the kind of money issues that they're having now. But I think it's also because of their habits and their patterns. My nose is itching. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they see that this is just negative. Like, it's because of the stance that this person takes, because they see that you have your walls up in regards of them, which I think is warranted. I think this person has demonstrated their messy ass behaviors to you, and so rightfully you were like, no. And I think that you've been through things like this in your past, and you're like, well, that's a red flag or a yellow flag, and I'm just going to... This person might also be trying to put you in positions where you feel judged. Yeah, this is like negative. This is so negative. And they're doing this to try to defend themselves. Again, I'm just getting that this person feels this way. This person feels judged. They feel insecure. They feel the competition for you around, and they feel like they can't win. And so, yeah, that's just what I'm getting. This person's hiding that they feel like they don't have enough to offer you. And like, at least currently right now, that's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting. And it's mirroring pile number 1, because I think they're giving a different impression that maybe they feel confident or something like that. Oh my gosh. Scared when I try to come. Yep. you were trying to offer this person love here in the past too, like with the Ace of Cups. This was very pure energy coming from you. And I think that you got met with some bullshit. And then it put you in an energy where you felt like you had to defend yourself. So if this is in like some kind of argumentative state, it's totally because of this person. What's the advice? I just want to say, like, what's the advice for this? Because I can see that the energy between you is pure. And that introducing this person, I think, was a strategic move by this person's guides. And I really think that this could be a very high vibrational connection if this person responded well, you know, to this. Like this could, again, it's like this. I think you're this person's highest and best path, to be honest. And they want to blame you because I think this person knows. Oh, this is reminding me of that pile as well, where it's like, remember I said this person's like very intuitive. K2 usually is. So they just knew that you were their person, but they didn't account for the fact that they actually need to rise up in order to be your match. You are their highest and best path, and they sensed it. But now this person just wants to be angry at you for not being their soulmate and not accepting all of this bullshit. You were never meant to. Your guides want to make sure you know that. You were never meant to. You were never meant to accept this person's bullshit. And you both understood that. You both understood that before you came in here. I think you might have had to like tell this person. He's a cokehead, yo. Yeah, so it's now this person's going through a dark night of the soul. They're feeling, I think, I almost like kind of pictured this person. Remember, they're K2. They're very intuitive. They pick up on energy. I feel like this person might have just gotten like me yelling at him, you know, like in the ethers, or her, whoever this is. And it just, they're feeling very anxious. They're staying up, like they're having sleepless nights. They're thinking about you living your best life. And making all of your dreams come true. They really are. And it's breaking their heart because they wanted all that with you. And this person has to confront the place within them that ruined this. They need to understand that they ruined it, and they need to confront the place within them and connect with spirit. All this is meant to help connect this person to God, to literally God, spirit, because they're about to have a major change in their fate lines that they will not enjoy because they continue to refuse to take the higher cup. Like, yes, this thing with you was a major crossroads moment. And that I think a lot of them missed. They missed the point of it is what I'm getting. They missed the point of it because they missed the point of it. They missed out on you. And so this person is about to, while they're so confused about what happened to you, spirit is coming in here to have a major change here in their fate lines. It might have to do with it might have to do with their job where they thought that they were on some path to being recognized or something, and then they like get let go or they get some kind of a news, and it makes them want to fight, and it makes them, again, it puts them back into this place of competition and competitiveness. This is the inside now matching the outside because this person felt all these like competitive feelings towards you that they were refusing to acknowledge straight on. So now it's manifest in the world around them because they have to confront this. This is the state of being of their heart, where their heart is pulled in two directions. Like I was saying, it's a clusterfuck in there. It's like they're just going round and round and round. So I think this person is manifesting, literally drawing situations like that to them through partners, through business, through everything that manifests this confusion and this inner turmoil, this inner fight in their life. Yes, and for some of them, it literally is with a partner. Maybe this partner this partner mirrors their energy with you. They want some kind of quick results with them, so they may like get pregnant or something like that, and then it's like very contentious and very argumentative here between the two of you, and potentially that like whatever scenario. Ooh, like, because this person that ends up like maybe getting pregnant, this is such a specific scenario, so only take this if it resonates. Could have been married. It could have been like somebody attached to their boss or something, but I think there could be something about this scenario, about who that person is, that is very unjust, I'm hearing, and it's also distasteful. Like forever, this person has like a living child that's like next to them, and like that's going to be their other parent. That just signals to people that this person's fucked up, and like that they run their life like insane. And I think it casts people's minds into doubt about this person and whether or not they're fit for a job. Oh, I was going to promote you, but I didn't realize that you had a baby by your second cousin. That's like super weird. I don't know. That's like a crazy example, but like that's like shows a real lack of decision-making quality, because this person, it's not that they're dumb. They shut their brain off. They shut their brain off so that they can make these bad decisions. That's what they do. So, yeah. And I'm hearing it's really going to like, they're going to piss the wrong person off. Like with whatever this is, they're going to piss the wrong person off. And it's going to, like, this person's not in a strong position there, and they just didn't think it through. They have to stop shutting off their mind. Oh boy, it was somebody else's baby, not his. I'm telling you, I think that there is something that, like, I think there's something here about a baby, like about a child or something like that, like an unexpected, it's very 8 of Wands, some kind of unexpected message. Oh yeah, it could be an unexpected message. So maybe this person's just like having an affair with somebody behind their back, and they get an unexpected message that, like, this person's spouse, who is not to be trifled with, and I think has quite a bit of money, a lot of connections, and prestige behind them. Like if they want to squash this person, they'll do it. I'm hearing you'll never work in this town again, and by God, they mean that. And it's stupid. Like, all of it is just like completely stupid and mindless. Somebody has to be the responsible adult. Like, yeah, they don't want to be. I love that your name is the real pancake girl. I made pancakes not too long ago. Oh my gosh. Oh, his ex and her are first cousins. Yo. Ew. Whoa. Okay. Yo. Yo. Oh my gosh, I have a story that I want to tell you guys, but I so won't. Gross. Sorry. Okay. Anything else that this person's hiding? Messy. I'm just hearing just messiness. I'm hearing if the walls could talk. If the walls could talk of this person's life, they would have a lot to say, and it would all, I'm just seeing people laughing. So I literally just heard that, and I was completely taken aback to the point where I had to laugh. I think there's something like that. This person has a lot of guilt and a lot of shame. I'm picturing this as a torch, and also Ace of Wands, sexuality. I'm picturing you going into this person's lair, ooh, with seeing what's actually in there, and I'm just the smell, and it just looks all disheveled. This person may not have a very clean home environment or something like that, and they try to get ahead through sleeping with people or baiting people in some way. Anything else? This is wild. Gross. Yo. Yeah, this person is confused. Maybe they try to treat you like an option. But they're about to get a rude awakening on that. Because I think you have somebody coming in who is going to be everything this person's supposed to be. King of Wands. Yeah. I think you guys have a King of Wands coming in. Somebody hot, somebody confident, somebody self-assured, somebody who I'm hearing has gone from nothing to being something, somebody that you can actually respect, somebody you have a lot of chemistry with, sexually and in your personalities, and just I think whoever this is coming in is somebody you deeply respect, and I think it's somebody that on a soul level this soul respects as well, and also sees that they want to be because I think this person does kind of want to be a King of Wands. Anything else? This is wild. Does extracurriculars elsewhere. This person, he has a housekeeper. Yeah. Okay, justice. You are going to get your justice. I think this is in the form of a relationship, and this person is also going to get their justice. You are owed justice in this situation. I think this person is not really, at the end of the day, even if this person, it's all going to come out in the wash. I don't think this person's going to do very well on a financial level. I think you are going to do very well. I think that you are going to be sitting nice and pretty on your throne, because there's something where this person needs to understand on a soul level, on a karmic level, that they were coming from a bullshit position and a place of lack, and that they were trying to, because this person confused themselves by trying to project outwards onto you, by trying to bait you into having negative reactions. So spirit is no, you need to get real with yourself. And they're doing this through manifesting everything they were feeling on the inside, on the outside. So this person, they want to go back to the past is what I'm hearing. They want your forgiveness. They want to have a conversation. I think they even want to be friends with you. I'm hearing they want to be on their knees. They want, this person I think fantasizes literally about getting on their knees and asking you to marry them. But the getting on the knees symbolism is they wish that they would have actually taken the knee, and done what they needed to do so that they can rise up. I'm hearing you gotta get up to get down. You gotta get up to get down. But this person had to get down to get up, so they have to face the truth of this, that I think you're happy and that you are their wish fulfillment, and they should have really tapped into their strength. But I think they also should have there's something here where they should have shut up, or they should have stopped. This person might have talked mess on you because they were trying to blame you for something in the past. They were trying to be you were the problem. But now they can't do that anymore. I think it's they've tied themselves up in their own knots, and then they want to blame you. It's reminding me of like this story I heard about a snake who crawled across a knife and got cut by it, got angry, and then it followed its instincts and it wrapped itself around the knife and it was trying to squeeze the knife to death, which ended up like killing itself. So this person's instincts and stuff, they wanted to just like tap in and follow it, but then they ended up hurting themselves more. But they thought that the knife was attacking them, and the knife is a symbol, the sword is a symbol of the truth. So the truth hurts is what I'm hearing for this person. The truth really, 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 really hurts. And if you don't want to soften and you don't want to deal with your truth, like actually, I'm just hearing like, just let your guard down and be like, yeah, I do that, you know, like, yeah, I'm the problem, it's me, hi. Like, if you don't want to do that, it's going to get worse and worse and worse. Like your life has to, in order to get you to face the truth, because anything you try to build on top of an untruth is just going to have to get knocked down eventually. So I actually think this person's guides are trying to save them and like protect them from themselves as much as possible, because it would be like so much worse. Like if this person was allowed to build whatever they want to build, or because it's bad. This person's in a bad place. And you know what? This is getting like Moon in Capricorn. This person potentially has Moon in Capricorn. They want success. They want, for all the wrong reasons, they want success. Because they want to be seen as successful. They want you, and they think success might bring them you because they misunderstand you probably. But also Moon in Capricorn, Uttarashada is one of the first nakshatra in Capricorn, and it is ruled over by the mongoose and has the ability to overcome the lower natures. So I think this person is honestly in the exact right place in order to see the truth about themselves and to overcome their lower natures. That's what this is all about. This person thinks status, money, and success is going to bring them you and bring them everything that they want. In reality, renouncing all of that and overcoming their lower base nature is what brings them you, and is what brings them everything else that they want in their life. Respect, again, probably a business and elevation and money and success. But so long as this person continues to scheme around, they're going to get the short end of the stick. So they love you though. This person's also sneaking around, poking around, trying to watch you. They're watching you build. But the kind of success that you build, it's that Knight of Pentacles. It's that like one foot in front of the other. It's not, I slept with the right person to get myself somewhere, or because this person wants quick results in things. So they're always looking for the shortcut, and the shortcut usually comes with, it's that devil energy. It's never free. There's like always a hook there. So they want forgiveness though. This person wants to go back to the past. I'm just hearing blast from the past. So you might get like a message or like you might remember this person in a weird time and you're like, whoa, blast from the past, or like they're reminded of you sometime in the future, blast from the past. Okay, this isn't over between us. I'm coming back for you. That's this hunter energy. I don't think this person's going to get you in hunter energy. I think they need to overcome that. I think they need to, I'm literally seeing like, the mongoose, that Capricorn energy leads to Shavana. It leads to very intuitive. I'm just seeing a sage like sitting there calmly, calming their literal brain waves, allowing their own brain waves. Because that's the other thing. It's like this person getting like toasted or whatever it is that they do. It alters their brain waves. Not only does it alter their view of the world and their ability to understand cognitively well the truth of whatever's going on, it alters like things that you're naturally picking up on, like their brain waves. Like it's all disturbed in their space. And I think you're very intuitive and you're picking up on it. But I'm just seeing this person like kind of sit like this, and their heart is clear and their mind is clear and their energy is settled. And I think that's what naturally just draws you back in. It's not about hunting. Okay, also like good hunters, they don't chase. This person's trying to like chase you, hunt you down, catch up with you. Because I think this person is clever and they're fast. Horses can run fast and they can run far. So I think this person like has stamina, and it's always worked for them in other areas of their life. It won't bring them you though, because like really good hunters, they don't chase something down. That would be ridiculous. They know what it eats, what it likes, where it goes. They hang out by the river. They know that it eats the tall grasses, so they'll hang out by the field until dawn, or like until dusk when all the deer come out. Like that's what they're doing. And this person doesn't know how to do that, to just sit and let the things like that you want come to you and choose you. They don't know that. This is also reminding me of Shiva. And I pick up on that energy a lot of like a Parvati Shiva connection. And I think you're probably the Parvati in this, where like you're beautiful and you're colorful and you have everything that you want. But Shiva has two forms. One is the householder, which is a very disciplined energy. because he sits out in the forest and he meditates. The literal symbol for Shiva is a lingam, so they're very virile, but they're very honed in with their sexual energy. It's kind of like they just have sex to procreate sort of a thing, because all of their energy kind of like goes within. Shiva is so powerful that he can manifest anything into the world, like just literally on his own, but he's like just this calm, like stable presence. Like, I'm not trying to take from anything, I'm just this way. But the other form of Shiva is an ascetic, where he covers himself in ash and he smokes the hashish, and like he just like walks out and he's like totally antithetical to society. And Parvati loves Shiva, and there's this beautiful quote from Parvati that I always think about, where she's like, I love the people with the defects, because Shiva rules over those with defect, addictions, mental health struggles, because Parvati says to love somebody who's perfect is not to love at all. So it's like, I think you have a bigger love than this person can even account for. You love that they're strange in their defects, but you also recognize that just like Shiva, they need to master it. They need to be in charge of it. And it needs to lead them down the path of righteousness, and it needs to lead them down the path of spirituality. I don't have a book suggestion to learn about Shiva. I mean, the thing is, like, Hinduism, like Vedanta, there's so many books, and you're really encouraged by the people of that culture not to read like the translations. I know if you get on, like, I would just look up, like somebody who can translate that language well, like to tell you stories about that well, somebody like actually from that culture, who potentially knows about it, knows about Shiva and his stories. I think I have some books that maybe I'll try to look at, but it's like from the people that I found that I really trust their translations of that. But then shite happens. Yes, don't go with the translations. That's what I've heard. I heard it actually really does matter not to go with the translation, because culturally they just have, my husband was telling me this the other day. I found very interesting. He really got into this study about liberty, and that different cultures have different definitions of liberty. Like in the United States, it's very much about individual freedom. But did you know that in France, the word, like the concept of liberty has to do with like the government of the people being able to like overthrow the aristocracy and to have that liberty. And that makes sense, like culturally speaking, when you understand like the cultures of those different things. So I think there's something like that where it's like, yeah, I mean, certain words and certain concepts, yes, it means this word, but the concept of it is entirely different. And unless you have somebody who understands the culture and like can translate the concept of it, then you still, even though you might get the word right, because of my American brain, I would read about certain things like liberty, and then I wouldn't necessarily get it right. So there's plenty of people. Jeff Armstrong, I think his first name is Jeff. His last name is Armstrong. I really, really like him. He has 3 academic degrees, and he has spent a lot of time in Hinduism. He's like the president of like the Vedantic Society. He does say like weird political opinions about India and about like the people that have empowered there. He has strong opinions. I just ignore that kind of stuff. He knows what he's talking about in terms of the translations, and he is a native English speaker, but he does speak Sanskrit and like speaks the language. And he has relevant degrees too to like help him. So that's one. He's on YouTube, and you could potentially, I just like to listen to his lectures just in general. So, okay. The pork testicles remain on the animal. The meat will taste awful. You have to castrate the pig for better, sweeter meat. Isn't that interesting? Okay, so what else? Oh my gosh, this person is so funny, because I was literally trying to get the messages, and then I got off on a tangent, which I totally don't mind doing, by the way. But it's reminding me of this meme where this man is like staring off into space, and he's talking to his therapist, and he was like, and the wolf like cries out to the moon because like his love for her, like the bond, it's just like so palpable. And the therapist goes, and let's talk about your father. And he goes, no. So I think this person would want to like talk about these like deep spiritual like stuff, but really it's like, there could be a father issue here, like with this person, but it's like, okay, let's talk about the pragmatic, tangible stuff that actually affects your life on a regular basis. And they're like, no. So this person, they don't want to like, in terms of like this person expressing their feelings, I think they want to talk to you about like all these other things. It's a total power move where they're trying to maintain their own like balance and power and sense of control in the situation, but they really want to ask you for forgiveness. Okay, so it's like, instead of just asking you for forgiveness and being like vulnerable and, I'm hearing the word capitulate again. It's not capitulating, but I think they see it that way, or that it's like patheticing themselves or something. They want to ask you for forgiveness, but instead they might just like ramble on about something and you're like, why are we talking about the wolves howling to the moon? And they're trying to express themselves and they're trying to be vulnerable and they're trying to tiptoe into that like vulnerable emotional space, but they really just want to apologize to you. And they can't just, I'm hearing Mandy Moore in Chasing Liberty. Funny I'm bringing up that word liberty again. So the word liberty might mean something different to both of you, but she's saying to the love interest in that movie, she goes, can you ever just say how you really feel? And this person can't do that. Look, the universe is fighting for our souls to be together. So this person, okay, that's another thing that I'm getting is like, this person needs to make amends. This is their karma, is what I'm getting. They need to make amends, and that word amends goes so much deeper for me than just the word forgiveness. They need to change their behavior. They need to understand where they went wrong. They need to understand how their behavior affected you. Because instead, this person just wants to blame you for putting your walls up, instead of pulling back and saying it was actually the correct assessment for you to put your walls up. So they need to start putting those things together and actually change their behavior. The changed behavior is actually them making amends. It's actually very cheap and hollow for this person just to come back and say, I'm sorry, I know I hurt you. Even if that's good and that's like a step in the right direction, there is still the possibility that they're going to fall into old habits and behaviors and hurt you again if they don't actually change their behavior. And then this person needs to be the one to make the move. And they want to. They want to. They need to like reach out, but they need to be able to demonstrate that they're different. Not in like a performative way, but just, you know, when you walk into their life, you're like, okay, look, you got everything together. But instead, this person might just... And I got this in that other reading where it's like the universe is fighting for our souls to be together. This is that entitlement energy of like, well, we're soulmates. So like she's always going to have to come back. Eventually she's going to have to come back. And it's like, you are not coming back unless this person cleans up their act. Philistines. Yeah, maybe. I just heard the Libertines. So maybe there's like a Libertine song. That one's like, I think it's like, what a waster. Oh yeah. What a fucking waster. Piss it all up the wall. What a divvy. What a fucking div. Or maybe, I don't know. Something like that. For those, maybe that's a connection to like with music, or if you listen to the Libertines. Despite the distance, I feel like our souls still remain intertwined. I'm working on myself so I can come back. Please wait for me. Good. Again, I just said that, and I feel like this person gets me. Like, they get it. I feel like they pick up on like maybe me or other readers or you, like in the ethers. They get the message. And then they are like, oh, and then they'll change it. This person's highly intuitive. Highly. I fell in love the moment I saw you. Yeah. So there's still something else that this person wants to say. I keep wanting to reach for that other deck that I left. Oh, well. Okay. Also free will. Yeah, you have free will. And I just don't think this person likes to see you in your own empowered energy, giving you the right to make the decisions in your own life. That could be a past life thing too. This person maybe like really likes the setup of like the woman having to stay in the house all the time and has to listen to her husband and has to ask permission to leave and to do stuff, because it just means that they don't have to be responsible for themselves. They don't actually have to make sure that you're honored, and they don't have to see you as a full partner. I respect your right to be a wanker, but I ain't playing no more. Oh my gosh, Alex just brought me this deck. So we're outing this mofo. Like, what does this person want to say? He was like, this is exactly it too. Oh my gosh, and it's the hidden truth, and we're asking like, what is this person hiding? I wonder if you're happy without me. You came closer than anyone. Oh my gosh. Okay, and then all of this weird stuff came out. You speak to me through music, what I just said. I knew there was a music connection here. Catherine, thank you so much again for the $50. Okay, yeah. And then look, this came out, but it came out like hidden. I'm grateful for the spiritual lesson. So I feel like this person is actually grateful for the spiritual lesson. They actually really do understand this, again, on some level, because this person's weirdly spiritual. Like, they can't hide from it. They can't run from it. And because I feel like, I actually feel for this person. I'm not saying you should like excuse their behavior, but I just felt it because it's like they need to be in like around spiritual people who understand like that spiritual side of them, but they just connect to like that drunken space, and they're so open, like they're so wide open. This person may literally hear people's thoughts. That's why they think they're a player. This is how I'm hearing this is the only path forward for them to connect with their gifts, because I think they are actually very intuitive, and they see that like when they're navigating like the bar scene or whatever, and it makes them feel powerful, but it's also preventing them. So on some level, This person is very intuitive and they do understand that there's something deeply spiritual going on here. I look for you everywhere. This is all like the vulnerable bits that they're trying to like hide, right? Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. There's also potentially a dream connection here. I'm hearing dream walking because this person, I'm telling you, they have spiritual gifts, but also I think you already know this, like be careful melding with this person's energy if they're not healed, because it could be like bad energy that kind of comes through. And I don't think they can control any of this. You are the best thing in my life. I want to be more than friends. I want you. This person like just can't admit that they want you. And I think this person's worried. They know that you're soulmates, but then they're worried that you don't want them the same way that they want you. And I don't think you do, so long as this person is gonna keep acting this way. You want the healed version of them, the best version of them, and you want what's best for them. And this person has really rebelled against that because the liberty thing, because they think that it's you. This person thinks it's you putting restrictions on them. In reality, you're just on the right team. So it's the universe. It's the universe and everything that is holy and everything that is for this person's highest and greatest good that is like trying to put the pressure on them to change, to get them I just heard to get them to see the fundamental fact that the masculine path always has been about discipline. Oh, and they're showing the Shiva Lingam because the masculine energy is Thanos energy. It is death energy, right? That penis. A lot of times, like I'm just thinking like pregnancy for a lot of women, naturally speaking, 1 in 5 women die in childbirth. And, that's not counting like the people who get like maimed or something. It is death energy. So they have to, because the feminine is the life principle. Parvati, that's what I'm getting, like Parvati, and Shiva rules over destruction and it rules over death. That's why the masculine path requires discipline. That is an energy, like the feminine energy. I think this person's resentful of like the feminine energy. I'm just hearing misogynistic. That is what leads to their misogynistic views, even though this person has a good heart, because they're jealous. They're jealous of like the feminine path and how the life energy should and is healthy when it's expressive and it's creative and it goes everywhere. Sprinkle that shit everywhere, right? But a little bit, it can get like overgrown into weeds or something. But so the death principle, it has to be very pointed. If it's not, it's out of control and bad shit happens. And I feel like this person's entire life is, you don't want to be disciplined on a masculine path? Eat shit. Like, I think it's really like this person, like misunderstanding that. I'm just hearing that's really it for this person. They need to get on a fundamental path. You cannot walk the masculine path without having an immense amount of discipline. That is the straight and narrow. You're on it or you're not. So, yeah. This person is... like I said, you're on the right team. You hold your energy in a certain dignity and you will not accept. That's why the masculine gets down on their knees. You should get to choose. This goes to past lives. I'm literally getting like this person wants to talk to your dad. I'm hearing let the men talk. They want to like talk to your dad and convince your dad that they're the one for you, bypassing you altogether. This person wants to bypass you altogether because if they live like in a Western society and they can't, and they actually, that's what's for their highest and greatest good, is being able to genuinely win your affections, genuinely win your favor, genuinely be the man you choose. And they want that. They want that more than anything, but then they try to sabotage. I feel like this person has very toxic beliefs around females and femininity that always wants to bind her so that she doesn't have the power to break his heart, essentially. It's a deep like insecurity and they're not going to get away with it. I just heard they will not get away with it. This person will regret they will be just as bound as they try to like bind and gag like the female spirit in their life from just getting her choice is what I'm getting. This is awful. But like they have a good heart. They don't mean that. I think they're just really jealous that they have to like pull their energy in and like be disciplined and the feminine. Yeah, they're just jealous of that. Because they're like, well, it should be the same for me. And it's like, no, we're equals, but we are different. And the funny thing is all those toxic masculine guys say that same thing, but they say it with complete straight face and a complete lack of wisdom. They don't, and they never own it for themselves. Like that's the thing. They're too busy focused on women and trying to control women that they never like actually on the masculine path being disciplined, looking inwards and being like, so what does that mean for me? Like walking on the masculine path. It means that I need to be very disciplined. It means that I need to shut my mouth. That's what I'm hearing. But I feel like they were trying to tell me that, to shut my mouth. And no. So, okay. He already regrets it clearly. Bharani energy. Yo, I am actually getting Bharani energy. Yes, Essie. I love that we all read these together. Because Bharani energy, it has to do with like birthing, but it's also like vengeful. There's something vengeful. And this person also, I just keep getting like things trickling in here, off this person's like, like wounded, nasty energy. Because yeah, like they're just, I don't know. I just lost what I was going to say again. What is with this person? Yeah, they just really want me to shut up. That's mean. Okay. He doesn't know how to deal with the healthy one who embodies the dark feminine in her divine aspect. Yeah. Not the distorted females. And you know what's funny? Because Shiva is actually known as, I heard one talk about him, and this woman who is a scholar on Shiva, and she was saying that he is actually known as a very feminist god, funny enough, because he listens to Kali, he listens to Parvati. He will actually, and I think she showed it as like a stark contrast to a lot of the other gods in the Indian pantheon, where he actually will ask their opinions and he will genuinely take it. He'll also get put in his place. There's the famous Shiva sculpture of Shiva dancing on the baby. I don't know why that one came through, but like there's paintings and stuff of Kali stepping on Shiva's chest. Like he'll let himself get pinned, especially by that dark goddess energy. It's so funny that you said that, like Kali, Kali ma, Kali ma, Kali ma. Like, you know, just like coming out and just ruthless. It's the death energy. And there's something in this person that needs to die, you know, because Kali with all of her skulls and singing in the rivers of blood. And this person actually really weirdly is drawn into your power. They're weirdly drawn into it. Even though they have like, this is somebody who tries to like act like they're that big bad like alpha type misogynistic fool, but then like wants to get paddled in the bedroom. Like I think that's this person. And that word disciplined, because they want to be disciplined, but then this person is funny. There's a weird connection here between like this person's external reality and their internal, like what they need on the internal. Like it's weird. It's weird. Okay. There's like a weird connection there. All right. So, moving on to pile number 3. Engraving that on my tombstone. Oh my gosh. I have a feeling you're spot on here, Vidya says. What does that mean weirdly? Like, it's weird. Like, no. Like, it's weird because it's like I just said about the discipline thing, and I was seeing this person, like, liking to be disciplined, actually liking to get dominated by a woman. That's that Shiva, Kali sort of a connection and being drawn into that dark goddess energy, but it's, like, behind closed doors. And I'm hearing this person might also like sex workers as well, but then they condemn them. They put them down. And they also might, like, hire that because like they have to keep their secrets, and this person like wants to get like paddled, and that word disciplined, they like to get disciplined, and it's because they're out. I think it's the universe trying to say, you crave this discipline, don't you? And they should interact with that disciplinary energy, like, but in that inward way, like walking that true masculine path of being disciplined. You know, like that's what I'm saying. It's weird. It's a weird matchy connection. It's like weirdly matchy. It's kind of paint by numbers obvious, like that's what they're experiencing, the external, because they're outsourcing that, like, but they don't want it to have it on the inside, you know? And yeah, maybe they are into some weird stuff, because remember I was hearing like sexual proclivities, but I also think this is the type of person that wants to pretend, like I was saying in that second pile in the what they heard about you thing, where he tries to domineer the King of Pentacles image, but then he's not integrated his shadow, basically, is what this is, where he really does want to be faithful and committed and subservient to a woman when it's appropriate sometimes. Like, not that he shouldn't speak up when he feels strongly about something, but he doesn't want to squat. He wants a woman to choose him. He wants to be worthy of a woman's love. Or, you know, the feminine, like, even if this is like a, you know, like a homosexual couple between two men, like, they want to earn your love. They want to be worthy of it. But then it makes them feel a type of way, and then they're like, F you, like, you know, kind of a thing. I yelled at him in front of his superiors, and I think it turned him on because no woman has done that before. I'm telling you that because, and this is what's weird about this person, because like they try to be the King of Pentacles. So I think you might assume that like maybe he wants like a more traditional role between the two of you, but actually this person, they get turned on when you're spicy. They like to see you in your power. But if you are just trying to please this person, I think this is a weird part of the karmic function around this person. People who think they know how to please this person and want to be in people pleaser energy, they get it all wrong, because I think this person really does like someone who stands in their power and tells them what for. Like, I'm literally seeing someone get red-faced and like turned on. But I think, okay, I'm also getting that I think they feel dependent on sex workers is what I'm getting. Like, or they would like to be, or like on pornography, because they also, when they feel it with the woman that they feel like they want to marry, they feel ashamed because they want her to see them in a certain way. They don't want her to see that he has these certain sexual proclivities and things like that. They want her to see him like, and I'm move the genders if you need to. They want her to see him as the King of Pentacles, respectful, disciplined, like all those things, but they want to be like paddled. I keep hearing that. I don't know if it's like actually a thing. I feel like some of you are gonna go to this person's house and like see a ping pong table and be like, I don't know what that's really for. Is the table your beard to have like actual paddles around this house? So I think they feel like, again, weirdly dependent on sex workers because it's like, and this is a person who like, just like those alpha guys, they're like, no, that's like a healthy part because all it means is that they don't have to integrate their shadow. It's a cheap cop out. So because then they can show themselves to, that's part of themselves to like the sex worker, you know, because they feel like they probably get that a lot where people ask like for weird things and that, you know, I don't know. It's weird. Hiding it is what makes it weird. Yes. But they don't want their wife to paddle them because they want to keep things separated and compartmentalized. That's what this person wants. You can't compartmentalize it sometimes, yeah. He does have a nice arse. And I was like, just ask me to spank you, okay? Like, I've just been waiting. That sexy body just... Yo. Madonna and the whore theory, exactly. And you know what? There is a connection to that and like very strongly religious people, especially religions of the book like Islam and Christianity and probably Judaism as well. Anyways, in a masculine way, yeah, it's literally that. This is also a person who, like, if they had daughters, would inflict the same wounding, where the daughter is expected to be, like, very puritanical or something, you know, and he would divorce her from her sexuality and potentially her power as well. Yeah, and that's integrated for me. Yes, down for the paddle and more. I love this. This reading has gone off the rails, but in a happy way, like we're all just having fun. I think this person is also like very scared of that. Like if they just like go and then like it's just they get to be themselves. Like they get to just I'm hearing a Ramana quote. Where he says, your duty, you have a duty just to be and not to be this or that. This person wants to be this or that. They want to establish labels. It's a way they inflict their dominance and control. They try to say like, well, you're a woman. Oh my gosh. I'm literally hearing this is the type of person that does not believe in astrology. Okay. And think about how nuanced astrology is. There's 12 signs. There's 28 different nakshatras. There's 365 degrees and each of the degrees is different. There's hundreds of divisional charts and 16 major divisional charts that, at least that's what I was taught. Like it's hugely nuanced, but then this person will be like, what genitals do you have? And then assign like an entire, like it's two, and they only recognize two, you know, it's like, okay, you have the lady genitals, you have the male genitals. Let me tell you everything about yourself based on that. Like what a hypocrite, but this person cannot see it. And so this person lives with labels. Oh my gosh, this is a faulty logic in this person. And I was picking up on that in your karmic reading. So they know, it's attached to the labels, but it's like they know what outcome they want and what they believe, what they want to be true. They know what they're clung to, what they want to be true in the situation. And then they use their logic, which this person's very smart, so it'll get them in trouble, to fill in like the gaps. But it's like, you can see that in the woman-man thing where it's like, no, only woman part goes with man part in specific way, in specific time. Like, you know, it's, and only, you know, women, real women have this traits and this traits and this traits. Ramana, your job is just to be and not to be this or that. But this person will be like, you're a woman, so you need to do this, this, and this. And what they like about you is that you're you. That's what they like about you. So this is weird. This is a soulmate connection though, because you're kind of having like this person, they need to wake up. Okay. Unburden yourself. He says, okay for threesome with it, but he's not gay. Like, that's what I mean with the labels. It's like, just be. Like, obviously you are sexual with men. It doesn't have to mean that you're gay or that you're not gay. Like, they'll get stuck on the labels of it. Like, just be, just like free flow in your experience. There really is a Ramana quote for every situation. There really, really is. Okay. Saying goodbye to this energy. I feel like this person wants to argue with me. They're like, no, but like they're into debate energy, and I'm hearing don't, because it distracts them. This person is trying to distract you and distract themselves from the truth in order to like bait you into some kind of a debate. Stand in your truth. Know that you have a right to be who you are. Know that there is somebody waiting to love and support you for who you are. I think this person, like I said, they're coming in. They're the King of Wands. They're sexy as hell. They're confident in their sexuality. They don't need to worry about labels. And this person can just eat shit. I think that's the second time I've said that. So... okay, I'm leaving it behind because every time I go to move on, and maybe you feel this way about this person's energy. It's like every time I go to move on to pile number 3, here comes the mouth. Here comes the mouth on the ether. And it's like, stop distracting yourself. You need to sit and deal with yourself. That's what this person needs to do. So if you've been removed from this person's life, if you've been removed from their energy, then it's because they need to sit, they need to deal with themselves. This person, they're smart and they can, but just smart enough to get themselves in trouble and not smart enough to get themselves out of trouble. Ramana. The mind is a block to liberation. They think the mind solves everything. But then Ramana also says, just like the when we think that the rope is the snake and then we see it clearly, it kills the fear. When we see the nature of the mind clearly, which is that is a block to liberation, it naturally loses its hold. So this person thinks they're smart. Okay? So go do that over there. Okay. So, we got somebody causing problems up in here. Tarot Destroyer. That sounds like a zealot, doesn't it? Was that what they were doing?
They've caused problems in the past.
Did you block them?
Yeah.
Okay. Some people go to like tarot readings in order to like evangelize, or, that looks like someone who's like a zealot and they're like, it's my mission to destroy other people. But I'm holy. Okay, that means a lot to hear. Okay, cool. I love that everyone's just, this person has been arguing with you, Jess, you channeled them and got them scared. Yo. He's stuck on me annoying. Yeah, this person just keeps trying to bait you back in, and they want to scare you maybe and intimidate you into like capitulating. Look, I'm still doing it.
You're all still doing it.
You're all still doing it. Look, Alex is like the only, well, I mean, I'm sure there's other men watching this, but Alex is like, stop. Thanks, babe. Okay, let's move. Just put the pile 3 up there. I just clicked it. Okay, Alex is like laughing. We're not all bad. I know. I got a good one myself. I know that you're not all bad. For sure. And like, honestly, I think most men just struggle, like, it's Mars, right? Mars, to be honest with you, Mars is a malefic. And Mars rules over all men. And Mars rules over impulse. And again, like that's the discipline path. And I think, like, just when I think, this is my theory. Like, for each man, I think it's different. But when you tap into something that is, like, very strongly, like, an impulse thing that they want, I think that's when you see the bad side of a man. But I really don't think it's, like, all men or, like, all the time or anything like that, Okay. This is literally 80% of what ruined our relationship. Okay, I'm going to move on because I feel myself still getting like sucked into that person's energy. Okay, so the mountain, pile number 3. What is the title of this reading? What are they hiding? Okay. This person is hiding a lot. It's just the nature of their personality. I think this person, they come off very cold. They come off very dignified, I think, as well. They come off very stoic. And you don't really know what to make of this person. A lot of people don't. They just by the nature of them, I just don't think you have a lot to work with this person. They don't really talk a lot about themselves or their preferences or anything. It's just really a personality trait is what I'm getting. This person really just prefers to be seen like in the public sphere of things, which keep in mind is still like social scenes and stuff. They really just like to be seen as this mountain, I think this person does like to spend a lot of time out in nature, but believe it or not, I think one of the things that this person's hiding is that they're a hothead. They might get really baited by people. They might kind of think some people are stupid sometimes, or like, I think this person's a mountain in something. So they are like maybe they're very educated in like a certain topic or something. They've really built themselves up in that way. But then there's, they'll find, it's kind of like the Dunning-Kruger effect, you know, where it's like the less you know about a subject, the more you tend to think you know about it. And you're very confident and brazen in the things that you put forward. But this person like I think they know a lot about a certain thing. And, so because they've learned a lot about a certain subject, they also have been able to apply what they know in that subject to other arenas of life. So I think this person likes to keep quiet when they don't know much about certain things. And they've learned a lot about like, especially mental clarity I'm getting, and just like how to navigate the landscape in a mental space. And they can get kind of triggered sometimes around people who... I'm hearing other people who fire off at okay, this person's triggered by impulse. People who fire off at the mouth and try to speak the language of logic when they're like actually not that way, or they try to speak on a subject that they don't really know about. Because remember I said this person's kind of a hothead and they are kind of impulsive. I think this person really has the ability to put somebody in their place, really nail somebody to the wall, but like with the truth of them and with their logic and with their intellect. I think this person actually gets a high off of doing this, but they're a good person on the inside and they don't want to make people feel bad. And they also they believe in knowledge and they don't want to shut people down. So instead of really nailing somebody to the wall with the truth, they tend to maybe give a very professional demeanor, or like really pull back for the sake of all beings. I'm hearing like for the sake of maybe the love of like their field, because I'm getting that this person's very knowledgeable in something and they want to do right by that field and by the knowledge in that field, and they don't want to be shutting people off, you know, something like that. But they get very triggered by people who speak a lot and know a little, is what I'm hearing. And people don't understand that they actually know a little. Somebody who like dips their toe into, you know, one thing or another. I'm hearing they want to stand on the shoulders of giants, but they actually need something mama birded to them. They need the professionals or something to like chew, digest something and then spit it into their mouth. And then because they can understand that like incredibly distilled version, and the other person had to do all that work around it in order to make it palpable for them. And then they think, oh, I get it. I get this like incredibly difficult thing to understand. And then they turn around and then they want to act like they're the teacher, and then they lead a bunch of people astray. This person, I think, has I'm hearing Brahmin. I'm hearing the word Brahmin. They might have Brahmin placements in their Vedic chart, like certain assigns that are associated with Brahmin caste, where they are actually tasked with sharing and disseminating knowledge. So these people get in this person's way, but this is on a soul level. I don't think this person cognitively thinks you're getting in my way or you're getting in the way of truth. This person also very much on the side of truth. There's a lot here about the mind and about certain things that this person knows that they just feel like sit down and shut up. Like somebody should just tell you to sit down and shut up is what I'm hearing. Not you necessarily, but like, I don't know if you know this person from like school or from a work environment where again, they have this is somebody who has done the work in the sense of like, whatever this subject is, they've put in 40 plus hours a week for years and years at a time, and they've earned the right to speak about certain things. And I think they're some kind of a connector is what I'm getting. Like maybe people report to this person and they have to synthesize an enormous amount of information and it just looks so easy. And so people don't respect the innate like difficulty in this. And they make it look so easy. And then when they do all that work to distill something for other people, then other people think they're better than they are. And they know more than they do instead of being humbled and approaching something with like humility. So this person gets like very upset by things like that, but it's weirdly impersonal because it's like they don't get upset like if somebody attacks them or something. So this person kind of understands ignorance in other people, and they're like, whatever, that person's like stuck in not a great place. And I can see that. And it's like, they don't blame the person for that, but there's something here about like, what you're not going to do is get in the way of truth. You know, the truth about this subject, the truth about what's going on here. This person really doesn't like the emotional logic. Remember I was talking about that in pile number 2, that person really wants there to be a certain answer. So then they have a messed up, like, I just heard ignoramus. So like if this person knows like the pile number 2 person in your life, like they do not like this person. But it's like pile number 2 tried to use their logic to fill in the gaps in order to justify the outcomes. Well, this person doesn't. This person has a very pure logic that has the ability to look down here and say, okay, what's actually going on here? And even when it's unpleasant, And so, because I think this person's used to people being triggered at them for telling them the hard truths or for just bringing a certain amount of clarity. And I'm hearing like it's a difficult thing to do. It's a difficult job. And this person on one hand, like knows that it's just a difficult part of the job. But they struggle with this. Like it's just what they're hiding is their genuine emotional reaction because they have to make up the difference. This is a person that because they're a Brahmin and because they genuinely are elevated, I'm hearing head and shoulders above others. And I think this is, again, it's in a certain field, but because they have synthesized the lessons of actually moving up. So this is like, in college, like for instance, it took me 8 years to get my degree, just because I had to work several jobs in order to do it. I would have to take certain semesters off to like save up money and then, go back to it. But I always like really excelled in school. It was just like insanely hard for me to get through that. But the thing is, I learned a lot of life lessons doing that. So yes, I got my college degree in something, but I also learned just a myriad of other lessons about how to navigate, like having to navigate the financial system, having to like, okay, like I need to squirrel away this amount and I need to da-da-da-da-da. Like all of that taught me infinitely more than just simply getting my degree. So I've been able to apply that knowledge to other different areas of my life. And I feel like this person it's like, yes, they did make their way through college or some kind of like education, but because of all the obstacles and everything that they faced through that, it's given them a much broader knowledge than just whatever expertise they have. So it actually does make them elevated, especially in the air suit, the mind suit, the clarity suit, something like that. This person has an immense amount of clarity. I feel like this person's destined to be a leader if they're not already. But look how like this person's the mountain and everybody here is in darkness and ignorance in some like way, shape, or form. And okay, also with the triple X, like 3 X's to me in the tarot means making an absolute decision on people, places, and things. Like seeing it clearly and making that decision. And that's part of like this person is a guardian of knowledge. And so they have to just say like, look, you're fit to receive this knowledge. Or again, like I was saying in pile number 2, they know just enough to be dangerous. This is reminding me of spiritual teachers too. Because like if you've ever read The Journey Home or like tapped into certain things like that, basically you find your spiritual teacher, whichever one can meet you where it is that you are. And your spiritual teacher usually what they do is like they make the offer to you in some way, shape, or form. They make the offer to you of like, basically gurus, teachers, they sponsor your energy in some kind of a way. So Radhanath Swami in The Journey Home, he meets several gurus, and I was like really rooting for some of them early on. I was like, oh my gosh, that guy's amazing, like that should be your guru. But like he eventually finds Prabda, I can't remember his name. And he doesn't have any special city powers or anything. He's just incredibly, incredibly lucid and incredibly, incredibly aware. But some of these other gurus that he was meeting in the Himalayas had these like city powers. And, I was like, oh my gosh, but I learned such a lesson in that. So it's like this person has to decide. They're in charge of the protection of their knowledge. So they have to decipher who is, I'm hearing arrogance is one thing that this teacher will not. You need to be humble. Like, this person teaches, and I do feel like there's a spiritual component to this. I don't know what this could be like a college professor or something. I don't know what, I think this person has expertise in something, but they do have to decipher someone's fitness to be able to actually, they know so much that they can tell whether or not you can learn from them or whether or not you can't. And that's something, they need to be able to make decisions. I think this person may make decisions here. Maybe this is a part of, but it's like absolute decisions. And it could have to do like with the 3, Gemini energy, dual energy. What's what? That kind of thing. I got mine in 6 years. Dispeller of darkness. Yes, this person does dispel some kind of a darkness in the world. They do bring clarity to something, and I don't know what, I feel like this person is a professional in some way, or they've built themselves up to a field. But then also look at this because we've got the mountain, which I'm really like tied into the snow, being this like water air like kind of combination, and then see the aurora borealis kind of like behind this person. So that's telling me that there's something mystical, there's something else. Like yes, this person has knowledge in the physical, but there's something else like with this person's crown chakra that they're able to distill down into with such clarity into again, I think it's something to do with their profession, like the decisions that they need to make, being able to sort the wheat from the chaff is what I'm getting. The wheat from the chaff. This is a person who sorts the wheat from the chaff, because I'm seeing that energy of the Gemini, which Gemini rules over community. It rules over groups. It rules over siblings. It rules over conversations. So this person is able to parse that out of like, we can accept this. We cannot accept this. And meant to. This is a part of this person's spiritual function here in the world. And if you can't acknowledge that, like that this person is actually elevated, you can't be around them and you can't receive their energy and you can't receive their teachings. And I'm hearing there's a distortion effect, like whatever it is that they're trying to offer clarity to, and you can't lie to this person as well. Yeah, so let me just see what else. So this person, I think they just hide the social part of themselves, really. And this could have to do with a sphere. Yeah, I just heard sphere of influence, like a certain sphere. So you might know this person from the sphere that they just don't, they try to pull the personal part of themselves back because it doesn't have a place there is what I'm hearing. This person has a function and they're dedicated to that. And it's through love. It really is through a love of what this person has, a genuine love for what it is that they do. But they might seem very rigid in it. Or again, this absolute ability to see the clarity and the truth in whatever. This is a person, I don't know where you know this person from. This is a person you want to work with. I'm letting you know right now. Very much so. There's a lot going on for this person that's really, really positive and very good. And they make the difference in people's lives is what I'm hearing, because it's like, I think people come to this soul when they need pinned with the truth in something. And then it will, if they can handle that, like it'll bring an immense amount of like clarity. I just heard perfectionism. Time to go out and have fun. So this person, I think, can actually tear it up. Like this person's pretty raucous, but again, it's like maybe they haven't connected with that part of themselves in a long time, or they feel like because their position, like they can't show that this person's a partier, I think. They like to party. They like to have fun and like get out on the social scene and stuff. They might even want to do this with you. Have a drink, like let go, have a good time, but they don't want it to affect their fortune. And they don't want it to give people the wrong impression of themselves. Yeah, this is a person who feels like, well, I need to conduct my again, all of this feels like it's in service to something, to a field that this person believes in or some kind of truth. And they're like, I will sacrifice everything. This person's like true partner in life might literally be a knowledge or like a certain field. And they are tasked with bringing certain knowledges to life. And so they protect all of that like very strongly. Because that's like what's most important to them. This is actually like really cool. Yeah, this pile's the higher octave of the Gemini energy as well as North Node and Gemini. I'm getting that too. Desk, pay attention to your work. This person like pays attention to their work. They're married to their work is what I'm getting. They are solid foundation, success with effort. Yeah, this person's putting a lot of effort in. They're meant to be a tower. They're meant to be a sheltering tree, a guiding light, something like that. They're meant to build something. But they need to get some kind of negativity out of their life, because the broom energy for me is very witchy. Which again, like, okay, there's something about this person. They seem very like a broom. It's like a normal mundane household object, but the way witches used brooms, you know, they used to dip them in the pot that would have some kind of like psychedelic. That's why they ride the broom, is because something is like getting into their literal system, like via the broom handle. But also I'm picturing like the broom, that witches put the broom over their door because it's a symbol of like sweeping out the negative energy. So there's something here where like this person's sweeping out like a lot of negative energy for other people. So it's like if people are very obstinate, they get swept out with the trash is what I'm hearing. But also like for other people, this person has a very, again, that clarifying ignorance, dispelling darkness, and then sweeping it out. Look, psychic ability. I'm telling you, I think this person comes off like a professional or like a brain, and they are, but they're psychic. This person channels something down through their work, through the decisions that they make. So this is like the professor where everything comes to life when they're talking about it. And you've been in a million other biology classes, but for whatever reason, like, you believe in biology. Like when it's not boring. It comes to life, and it's because this person's in love with it and like can show you how to be in love with it. Like that's what this person is. They make the difference. Psychic ability, trust your intuition. This person has strong intuition. Wind chimes, they bring peace and harmony. But again, I think they have to nail people to the wall sometimes and just be like, look, no, we're not squirming out of this. Okay. You need to own this. And that's actually, it brings peace and harmony, and it makes, for a very, it's a nice energy around this person because they can do that, right? And the throne, they have a position of authority. This person is elevated spiritually, though. I mean, in the spiritual realms, this person seems to have a position of authority, a place where they're an expert. Then they came down here. This is one of the teachers I'm hearing. They've come down here during this time of transition from the age of Pisces to the age of Aquarius to bring in some kind of lost knowledge. And that's really what this person hides. Is that there's a big mission coming through this person. And I don't know if they're hiding this on purpose. I think they're very careful and crafted about how they come across, how they put things out into the world, but it's just because they know They know what gets in people. I'm hearing Jesus say, first remove the log from your own eye. This person understands that they're talking to people oftentimes who have logs in their eye, and they can see the log, and they can see how to get around the log, because this person's an expert. They're masterful. This person has a masterful intelligence in something. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm getting they're not trying to hide this. They're not trying to hide that they're strategic in like the best way. This person can tell a phony. This person can tell a phony, and they can't necessarily like explain how, but they just have a strong intuition about it. Candle, you'll be shown the way. This person might be showing you the way. Or just, this is something they're meant to do. Arrow, you're on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. If you come across a person like this, it's because you're on the right path, or you have a genuine, sincere desire to turn something around. Yeah. This person also has great passion. They might have great passion for you, but passion, I'm getting either this person is genuinely angry at you, and this would be a sincere anger, but it would be anger at your ignorance in something. I'm sorry if that's very difficult to hear, but it's like this person could potentially, for some of you, think that you are ignorant and think that you are a person that needs to leave their life. But for others of you, they might well have a passion for you, like a sexual kind of a passion. But again, like you could be meeting up with them in an arena of their life that they feel they need to be very dignified and not indulge that energy. So it goes one way or the other, but this person is not thinking you're full of ignorance and also sexually attracted to you. You might be attracted to them. And I'm hearing like for some of you, there's an attraction here on a spiritual level, but you get angry that you can't get to this person because maybe you have a sexual attraction to this person and you can't get to that, but you're not meant to get to that. And you're also not in control. You're not in charge, you're not in control, and if you behave poorly around this person after your death, you will be deeply and immensely remorseful. Thank you so much, Heather, for the $5. Yeah. So, situation is in the balance that requires careful handling. Yeah, I'm getting that there is a situation that requires a careful handling. Okay, so like now they're branching off into these two different places. So again, if they think that you are ignorant, then it's like they are being very careful intentionally how they are approaching you and how they communicate with you. If you don't bring the same level of consciousness and awareness, if you just fire off at the lip, it's so antithetical to this person that they immediately will be taking that as like, you can't be here. I bring such a level of this and you can't meet me. You're like, blah, blah, blah. I'm just seeing somebody like, blah, blah, blah. Like for some of you, it's like, you're a toddler. This is a collegiate level classroom. You need to go over there. Like for some of you, that may well be the case. And this person just can't fuck with you. Like I'm hearing, and this is not a person who would say that to you. Like, I just can't fuck with you. You're a hot ass fucking mess. Like they're not going to say that to you, but that's how they feel. Like if this is some kind of like they really think very, very lowly here. Like for some of you, if that's like the connection, like that's just the God's honest truth, but it's like, it's not charged and it's not personal. Remember I was saying like this person, their anger, it's not personal. It has to do with ignorance. It has to do with like, yeah, it just has to do with ignorance. So that's for some of you, but they understand this is a situation that requires careful handling. They also might think that you are impulsive and you see no problem with being impulsive and you see no reason to be responsible for your own actions or the things that you say and the effect that it has on other people. So this is a person who probably just will disengage. Like they'll gray rock you, but they have a lot of things that they could say. And if they did say them to you, you would probably benefit, but this person feels like you're just not in a place to benefit. So why waste my breath? Why waste my time? That's for one group here. And I think it's a small group and we'll just kind of like put that to the side. And potentially if you're a part of this other group, okay? Because this other group, it's like there is sexual passion, there's sexual attraction, but this is a situation that requires careful handling because I think you're bumping up against this person in a place where, again, they have to be professional, they have to be dignified. So how do they let you know that they like you and that they do feel like very passionate feelings towards you, but they still remain dignified? And I think if you're in that second group, you're meant to know that like there's something else going on here with this person where they have to deal with this other group that I just mentioned, So like that's another thing. It's like if they're keeping their guard up, I think what you're supposed to know is like if they're keeping their guard up with you, even though they want to make the connection, they can't put their guard down. And I'm hearing, sweetie, it has nothing to do with you. It has to do with this other group here who can't control themselves and who genuinely bring a lot of destructive energy. And it's like, if I were just to like be chill with you, or if I would show up this type of way with you, they would expect the same treatment. And then it would be fuel to their fire of, why don't I talk to them like that? You know, they're toddlers. I'm hearing like, why don't I talk to them like that? Why don't I da da da? So it's like, they just kind of have to like hold this certain energy in order to like be able to even manage like separating that wheat from the chaff. And I think this person can actually come off very cold to people who I'm like in very extreme energies. So they might like have their guard down a little bit more, and they're warmer and they're more casual with people that they find kind of neutral, you know, in that energy. People who are not funneled into these extreme categories. The one being, you stand apart from me in a good way. I feel a connection with you. I want to put my tongue in your mouth, you know. But this other person who probably has a lot of like some kind of repressed, like where this person can pull back their anger and not express it. They draw this kind of energy to them that can't. They can't. They just are so disheveled, like in terms of emotional regulation. That's what I'm getting, emotional regulation. And it's to reflect that back to this person that like, hey, you actually have a lot that you need to be like making sure that you're processing behind the scenes. Because I kind of agree with this person that it's not appropriate. And I think these other people feel like this person is lying because they're not like being angry. It's just that they're dignified. Like these other people don't know what it's like to be dignified, like at all. So I think, again, if you're in this other group, it's like you have to understand that I have to show up this way because of these other people. It's not because of you. So in this way, there's a karmic situation and these other people are karmics. And it's affecting your soulmate connection, but not really. Because this person, I think, will genuinely find a way to connect with you. And I think the energy between you is very peaceful. And also, but this person might, if you are part of this passionate energy, they might come very rigid, and then there's some kind of expression of passion, whether it's sexual or anger, that comes out towards you, but it's pent up inside this person. Like sometimes it might leak out, you know, is what I'm getting. It might leak out. So that could confuse you. I think this person's really worried that they're confusing you. And this person, what they really need is to be around people who also show up and do the work, because I think this person's very competent, and they, to the point where they can do their side of the street and then some. And people get addicted to that energy, is what I'm hearing. Like, again, that's this baby bird. Like this person digests in order to give somebody an antidote that they need. So this person's a healer in some kind of way, but it feels like bringing some kind of truth in, or seeing something very clearly and being able to hit the right spot in a person. So much goes on behind the scenes in order to be able to do that. But people just kind of think that it's just this easy process. But it takes a lot from this person, is what I'm getting. So, yeah. This person's some sort of a shaman, like energetic healer, and it's misunderstood. This person is greatly misunderstood, and they know that. They know the time and place they incarnated in. I'm hearing they know. It's a sacrifice for this person. It's a sacrifice is to make sacred, because they aren't here in this time because it's a time that they genuinely resonate with. This person would incarnate during golden ages, like for their own self. They're here doing service work. And they know that they have to bump up. I'm hearing they're giving certain souls, these like blah, 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 souls, they're giving them their shot at potentially being able to earn their golden ticket to the golden age, because not all souls are allowed to incarnate in the golden age. That's why it's a golden age, because you have very high vibrational souls that are incarnating. But if you can earn your spot there, you have the potential to potentially grow enormously in that golden age, because the peer pressure changes. It's cool to have your shit together in the golden age. It's why are you behaving like that? So this soul, I think, very much is brave and like believes in giving people that shot. And, but I'm hearing, I'm not leaving it open for you to take a shot at me. And these low vibrational people feel like this person should leave themselves open to being punched in the mouth. I'm seeing like, and this person's like, the very fact that you believe that way is like, we are not the same at all. We are two different kind of people, and I'm better than you. That's really what it is. I'm so much more elevated. I'm not naturally better than you. Like, you have the potential to carry yourself well as well. I don't know why you're choosing not to. Because you choose ignorance. I don't know why you continue to choose ignorance. Like, so this person is like very elevated. It's tough work. It's not pleasant. This is me. Yeah, for some of you, maybe this is you. And then look, the grapes. I just heard the grapes of wrath. So if this person has pulled back or doesn't go out in groups, they're inclined to. They want to party. They want to socialize, but the grapes just got flipped upside down of like time to go out and have fun. They don't because there's just people that can't handle it. Like this is definitely, I'm kind of getting like this teacher could like party with you and like maintain like a very dignified response, but then like these people could potentially, there's people around that want to take very low blows at this person and then look pleasure with it, and they're weirdly attracted to this person too, like, but they can't admit it, and they're trying to, because they get sexually turned on, I think, by being able to bait people into an argument, and they like rubbishing this person, these other people. They want to humiliate them, or they like to degrade dignified energy. Gross. They like to degrade dignified energy. Dealings or relationship with an older man. Ew. So, stepping into a new experience. Maybe this person wants you to step into a new experience with them if they're a dignified older man. But if this isn't that, then maybe there's like some kind of gross older man that, ew, like I'm just seeing their tongue out. There's some kind of force working against this person. A two-faced friend. That's what it is. And look, things will not always be this way. A change is coming. So I feel like, and this person is in a, okay, so for some of you, like this person's not in this energy that I've been describing yet, but they're like on their pathway to that. So they're the caterpillar, and part of being the caterpillar, because the caterpillar is stuck to the ground, you know, is like dealing with all these two-faced friends or like this really gross energy that likes to rubbish them. And, but this person is they're in a transitory some kind of experience, and this person I think has a lot of money coming in. This person's very much on a journey that leaves them wiser in the end, but they also induce this in others. There's people around this person that are not well. Okay, there's a woman scorned that is a fair woman. So dealings with a relationship with a woman with blonde, gray, or white hair. They want to spear this person's heart. Heartache over what you no longer have. So this person, I think, told this person where to go with all their nasty bullshit. And that is meant, spiritually speaking, to put this nasty person on a journey that will leave them wiser at the end. But they need to face themselves. They need to go hermit mode. What's weird about these people, because I'm picking up, there's an older man and there's this fair woman. And they both suck. And they're both like after this person. They can't deal with the fact that they suck. This person, I think, might well have just said it just like that too. You fucking suck. And the thing about it is, like, when this person says something like that, it's factual. This is not a person who says something. It's like receiving a diagnosis. Like when this person says that, they say it very matter-of-factly, and I'm hearing it's just truth. It's such pure truth. It's not just merely this person's opinion. It's like, you suck because you've done this, 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 and this. And none of it is tolerable. None of it is okay. And they have the authority, the spiritual authority, to pass that judgment on this person. And I think once this person decides that, things go very wrong. They go very south for people like this. Because I'm telling you, this person's like a mouthpiece. I literally heard mouthpiece for God. But it's like they're a mouthpiece for spirit. And it's like something comes through them that is so much bigger than them. And like in their career, I feel like this happens in a certain arena, you know, so it's like in this certain person's remit. So like if this person's a biologist, it's like the decisions that they make, you know, not just in terms of their work, but like if they have to fire somebody or if they have to, you know, they're very reluctant to do this. If they have to do this, shit goes bad because it's meant to put these people in touch with themselves. But these people then get obsessed and they want to attack this person because they're low, bad, nasty people. Look, temptation will test you. Hidden secrets can harm you. So this person's up against a lot because they're a bright light. They're a bright light, and the ignorance, the darkness just wants to like surround this person and wants to try to overtake that. But of course, the light just dispels the darkness. So this person would have to make themselves low in order for any of this to be successful. Look, a ram, a stubborn, aggressive person. This person cannot deal with one type of soul and one type of soul only. Like if this soul has a problem with you, it's because you possess a singular trait that they can't stand. You are a stubborn, aggressive person. Period. End of story. And, you know, this person, I think, will try to be very fair and diplomatic in, you know, explaining like, you know, you did this, this, and that. But really what they want to say is you are a stubborn, aggressive person, like to these other people that are around. And that's what they're hiding. So like, again, if you are the person that they're attracted to in this, You don't understand that it's crafted their behavior, that they deal with this energy on a regular basis. Like very stubborn, aggressive people. Also, like when somebody's very smart at something or very capable and other people are threatened by that, again, they try to like attack that. And I think that this person is just, look, take care. Enemies are working against you. This like stubborn, aggressive person. And these are selfish people. The Ram, I'm seeing this is like the dark side of Aries that tries to act, they're con artists. Yeah, they're confidence artists. They're too confident about their ignorance. That's what I'm getting. They're so confident that their ignorant, fucked up view is the truth. And they never stop. This person is always going within. This person has a rich inner world. So these people that have a problem with this person as well, they think it's tit for tat. They think you have your opinion and I have mine. In reality, this person's opinion is up here. It's like 40 plus hours a week for years and years and years and years and years. And so this person, it's that Dunning-Kruger effect, man. Where they know what they know. But then this other person is like, well, I have my opinion too. And they did like 3 hours of research online and called it research. This person hasn't, this is like a scientist who like conducts experiments and petitions for grants. And like this person is like, I read a few articles that people just like you have produced. And I think that I'm on the same level as you. It's ignorant. It's like absolutely ignorant. And I'm not saying like, and that they have to agree with everything that like all this person's conclusions, but they have to at the very least acknowledge they are nowhere near on the same level that this person's at. And in something, I feel like this is in some kind of field. So, look, beware of great pride and too much concern with sexual matters. I think these people there's some people here who want to sleep with this person to knock them down a peg. Because, Elemental Priestess, thank you so much for the 2222. And I remember getting this in another reading like long ago where I was like, it's another form of leveling where like there's somebody here who's like very smart, very dignified, very intelligent. And some people here who are bad, nasty, like they just want to like sleep with this person because they want to reduce them down to some kind of like animalistic impulse so that they can feel better than them. Or this is like, these are gross people who think that sex isn't dignified or like dignified people shouldn't like do sex or something. I don't know. They want to think less of them. So like when they're giving that dignified lecture or whatever, that they can just like picture them in like the throes of some kind of more animalistic like behavior in order to be able to like knock them. But this person isn't interested and they don't care. Like again, they have such a more elevated like perspective. This is really gross. And these people, so there's some kind of maybe older man or fair woman, and keep in mind a lot of women who are gray color their hair, so it might not be so obvious. Thank you so much, Leah, for the $9.99. So this person, there's like a fair woman, there's the older man, there's somebody here, and it could be one of these two, but it's like a stubborn, aggressive person. Then there's also somebody here who's a peacock. They maybe like to like decorate themselves. It says beware of great pride. And they have too much concern with sexual matters. Like, I think this is a person who tries to control using sex. So this person gets like negative things written upon them, projected out upon them by these other people. So these other people project their bad, nasty traits out onto this like very dignified person in order to attack them, but they're really just attacking themselves. This won't go well for these people just because they're attacking something they don't understand. Because this person, again, it's like a guru. Like a guru is not a guru because of their ego, because of their person. Like Ramana. It's not because he's Ramana. It's because he channels something higher. He channels spirit. He just knows he's got to get his ego out of the way in order to be able to do that. That's what's elevated. So these people don't understand what they hate in this person. Is they're hating God or like they're hating spirit that like comes through this person. It's not the ego that like when this person speaks to them, it's not coming from a place of ego. It comes from a place of ego with these other people. And because they don't know how to tap into that part of themselves that transcends ego, they don't understand this person. That's what I mean by elevated. And you know, it's not, this is a topic that's difficult to speak about spiritually speaking, especially for like, you know, the spiritually profane, because they won't understand this very well. But no, not every person is seen as equal on the spiritual path, because if somebody's not enlightened, like being enlightened is considered being on a different level, not because we're inherently different, but because somebody has actually realized the truth of their being and somebody else is not acting from that space. So they are on a more like egotistical level, like forgive them, Lord, they know not what they do. So this person kind of doesn't understand that, you know, that there is a difference because of how these two people have applied themselves or not applied themselves. And that difference means everything here in this like this situation. Yeah. So yeah, this person's also stepping into a period of abundance in their life. And they're reconciling with people that they should be reconciling with, and then people are leaving that should be leading. Oh, thank you so much, Matrix Rule Breaker, for the 1999. Oh, good. I'm so glad. Yeah, so it's just hard to understand. Blah, blah, blah. It's just hard to understand this person. Okay, literally, what I just said that with my speech. So this person, oh, okay, just like a spiritual teacher. But I think this is like in a certain field. You know, like, I keep wanting to say biology, which is kind of the study of life. The study of life. Which again, guru. Like, so whatever this person applies themselves to, what they are really masters of is life. Like a guru. But, so like this person, when they speak on two levels. There's people who hear them on two levels. Like, you can hear the elevation, or some people really only just hear, I'm hearing, those are fighting words. They speak on two levels. So actually, I don't think people realize, like, these people that are bad, nasty, they don't realize how much they give themselves away, because this person knows kind of on some level, this is a litmus test. So the people who meet them up here, they're like, it's because they're up here and they can hear this way. Thank you so much, Alanya, for the 1999. And then the people who hear them down here have a certain reaction, but they also, I'm hearing their interpretation of what this person said is obviously incorrect. Anon said, I study biology. I just keep hearing biology. So like these bad, nasty people, it's like when they regurgitate what they think they've heard this person say, it's off base. It's so far off base, but it's because the pollutant is in these people's hearts, and it's like a straw man. So the people that are enemies of this, they create a straw man of this person that's not actually the truth of them, in order to try to debunk what this person says. But it's like they didn't even catch the truth of it. So whatever they think they're disproving, or whatever they think they're attacking, isn't really this person anyways. And this person knows it, and the people who hear this person on this level also knows it. So it's just really low behavior, and it's obvious. I don't think these lower people really understand how much they give their own self away. And they want to blame this person and the other people who hear them on this level. They're like, oh, everybody's stupid, and everybody like doesn't see this person the way that I do. In reality, they're just sitting in their own stink like these other people, and everybody else can see it and smell it. You know, and they just want to put blame on everybody else, which is why I feel like this person has like really been for these people, because there's more than one. I'm getting like, there's at least two people here. But there's two categories. That's more what I'm getting. There's two categories: that peacock, great pride, because a peacock, you know, doesn't really have any solid defenses. They carry around that big tail as kind of, again, a straw man, as like clearly I can make myself very obvious. So I probably shoot poison out of my eyes or something, but they really don't. So it's like, these are people who like to peacock, that they know more than they do, or they have more than they do, or whatever. And then they probably use their sexuality or their sex appeal quite a bit to get ahead in the world. But then there's that arrogant, stubborn person. So it's like those two types of, and I also think, again, it's older men that are usually triggered by this person, and potentially that fair style woman, which potentially could be older women as well. Or maybe there's something weird about the hair color that like triggers some of these people, like if they are blonde, or if they are gray headed, or if they're not, and this person thinks they should be. I don't know. Like, these are the two categories that people who have a problem with this person typically fall into. And I think they will more and more be sequestered. I'm just hearing that word, sequestered, to force that hermit energy. Also, I think there's a weird jealousy towards this person. And because there's so much magical properties that go on around this person, I'm hearing, as you wish. Your wish is my command. I think there's certain people who are like, well, I want to be seen like this person is seen. I wish I could be that person. Or like, they're so stupid. Like, if I was that person, I would be this, or that. And the universe is like, excellent. Your wish is my command. And then this person gets ripped into a place of like hermitude, having to, I think people think they're stinky. They like repel people. These people repel people. So they're in some way isolated. Like, these are people where even if people interact with them, it's very like social. Everybody kind of knows that, you know, you can say the wrong thing and like this person is going to behave in a low vibrational manner. So in some way, this person just finds themselves more and more and more and more isolated. And Spirit is like, you want to be like this person, huh? Because I'm seeing this is like somebody who's potentially meditated in a cave for like centuries, you know? So it's like, you will also get to meditate in your cave or not, but like enjoy your hermitude into perpetuity. And these stubborn people don't understand that like if they want out of the cave, they have to stop fixating on this person. I'm hearing Ramana again in my head who said, it is better to live the path of a householder than to enter the monastery before a person is ready, because it's considered a wasted life because you can't do anything with it. So this person's essentially wasting their life because they're not ready for the monastery. These people need to acknowledge that they're not there. This person, I think that they're dealing with, it's like they've been through the monastery. They've been through it. This person's not even ready to enter the monastery. So they need to be living the householder path, and they need to accept that about themselves. And when they do that, then they will be released from this like imprisonment. But they're drawing to themselves what made this person great, I'm hearing. But it's almost, it feels like a punishment to these people because they're not ready. I feel like Spirit is making them call uncle. Spirit is saying you need to understand that you are an arrogant, stubborn person and that you cannot make any progress until you understand that you are just an arrogant, stubborn ass person. I also feel like this person, these negative people around too, it's like they're constantly confronted with greatness in other people. Like I think they have people around them that are great. They excel in their fields or something because it's meant to point out that like they don't actually know as much about whatever it is that they think they know about as these other people know in like the areas that make them great. That's the other thing too, is I think this person bumps up into excellence in other people. And then they think, oh, well, aren't you just so perfect? Or aren't you just so this? But in reality, it's like they bumped up on a place where that person is excellent. And that person is not actually full of themselves. That's that person projecting that sense of pridefulness. You know, they're not actually full of themselves. They know that they're a full human being and that they have their issues. But they also know this is not a safe person to like share that with. But they bump up against excellence. And they bump up at other people's place of excellence at a place where they are deeply ignorant. Deeply ignorant. Because this person is being encouraged by the universe to develop their own excellence and not to try to steal it from other people or step on the heads of other people or just try to garner a sense of praise through performance, you know, or something like that. So yeah, this is like deep. There's some weird stuff that goes on around this person. And I think this person feels weird too. Like they know they don't fit in. They know they're different than other people and they just try to keep it like hidden. Because I just feel like too many times they've bumped up against people that don't have a lot to give to them, that just want to take from them and don't want to give. Too many times they bumped up against people who just want to put them in a category and then relate to the category and it's incorrect. Too many times they've had conversations with people who just end up creating a straw man that this person knows is false. And so it's just a waste of a conversation. It's just a waste of breath because these people are not ready to receive what this person has to give. And they know that, and that's part of their karma, is not to give in places where it's just, you know, you could just give into eternity and you would just be bleeding yourself dry. So, because this person's a helper. And this person wants to help people, but I'm hearing you have to help yourself. You can only help people who want to change or who want to help themselves, who want to show up. And I think there's people who just want a lot for doing very little. And those people are drawn into this person's energy because of their excellence. They want to try to own it, or they want to try to put off like a cheap knockoff version of it. This is very much clear Nocti. Somebody tries to steal your destiny and they just end up making it more difficult for the truth to get out there. And then those people also, they know so little that they don't see that that's what they're doing, is they're polluting, they're diluting something that needs to hit with a flash bang, you know, so that people will actually see the potency and the truth of it. It's like, shut up. I just heard shut up. Like, you don't understand, and all these things you're throwing at me are just so not true. So I think, like, for those of you where this person does have an attraction to you, it's like they don't even know how to describe that. They just look at my face right now, like, just this is them. They're like not with you, but just like the world and like a lot of people, and just you know, like, because this person is a teacher of some description, they bump up against a lot of ignorance, and it just nah. And like the people who are very ignorant think that they should be in this person's personal life. But can you imagine like this energy? Because those people just want to take from this person. I think this person has gotten into relationships with people where they just want to take, and then now they're in their inner sanctum and they don't have anything to give. I think this person has been fooled by a charlatan before, fooled by many charlatans before. And this is a person also with a mission. They have some kind of a mission, and like, okay, and then I just heard emissions. Like, I don't know. They might have like naughty dreams about you. Yes, do not cast your pearls before swine, Catherine. Yes. Nodding my head like heck on this one. Yeah. And I think you might actually vibe with this person on this. Like, you guys actually might experience this in like your own realms in like the same way. Look at this. the Queen of Swords and the King of Pentacles. Look at this Queen of Swords and how she's looking and coveting this butterfly. And remember, I called this person the caterpillar. So there are people who I'm hearing like have seen this person, have seen the greatness in this person before they saw it themselves. This is a person who couldn't understand why they were getting treated badly or why people were so critical of them early on. So again, that like kind of put them back in their shell. But see how like, I just don't like the look on her face. I really don't like the energy of it. And see how she's got the sword of truth, but it's like pointed over her shoulder. It looks very kind of aggressive. You want the sword of truth like pointed upwards towards the heaven, and that I'm hearing that is this person. Remember, I was saying they have the truth, but they channel something from their crown chakra. They have an immense amount of like actual knowledge, like they're learned in something, but then they channel that spiritual knowledge, and so they're able to like be very crisp and clear. That's that sword of truth being pointed upright. Look where this I almost said a bad word. Look where hers is. Hers is slung over her shoulder where it shouldn't be. They might want to act like they want to send this person. I think somebody here wants to send this person a message of forgiveness or something, but they really just are vicious towards this person's energy. They're so not on par with this person. They maybe want to use this person to elevate themselves here in some way. Because this person also is very, like, they believe in hard work, but they sometimes have trusted the wrong people. That's like, there's something here about this person drawing these negative, nasty types of themselves, and something that they're learning. Like, that not everybody is good. Not everybody has the same heart as you, is what I'm hearing. This person's had to learn this very viscerally. So, okay, that's also the separating the wheat from the chaff. And I think this person had to get themselves online because it's like their intuition funneled through some kind of knowledge will show them that. And they actually have reached this part of their journey where they're able to do this very well. So, but you might have met this person at a time where they weren't as certain, you know, like where they're like, I just don't know. And they've been drawn into the wrong people's energies in the past. So if this person, okay, I'm really sorry. Like, I think this person, if they rejected you or something, or if they got you in like the wrong category, and trust me, this would only go one way. This would only be the person who is very passionate. They actually feel a strong sense of attraction for it. If they thought that you were somebody that wasn't safe, and that's the only way it would go. They didn't mistake these not safe people. That is plain as day. Because I think this person should cut more people out of their life than they do. So they really only cut the obvious people out of their life. Like the people who are obviously a hot ass mess. Like, so they only make this mistake one way, you know? Then they're really sorry. Because I'm hearing, I blamed you. I blamed you for, yeah. There's something here like that. When we connected, God told me this man is to be respected. Yeah, and that he would protect me and never hurt me. I was also giving the information that I was meant for him. Oh, interesting. Okay. I used to think there was something wrong with me. Oh my gosh. Oh, thanks, Mina. So, is there anything else? Okay, this person might be watching you. But this person watches you whenever this person's deeply observant, but when they observe a person, because I think this is more applied to like whatever it is that they study, or like this is an endlessly curious person. I don't know if they're showing you that as well, but they're endlessly curious, but I think it's like in the natural world or things like that. But when they get this way towards a person, which they're not used to doing, it's because they're trying to figure you out. That's what this person's trying to figure you out. Because you elicit a lot of emotions in this person that they don't understand. They don't, and I think for some of you, maybe they have felt mad or they have felt frustrated, but they also feel passion. They don't know. So they're just trying to watch you in order to figure out which category you go in, because that's what this person's like trying to do, is figure out like what exactly is going on here. Yeah, they're like, and they want to know about your options. They maybe think that you have options, and they're trying to figure out if you're single, is what I'm hearing. Because this person, I think you find this person hard to read, and they find you hard to read as well. Like, I'm hearing you're just a mystery and they don't know who you are. Look, this is this person trying to be like, I don't really know. They might also be confused about like your values, maybe where you're living, what you do to make money, like something with the Pentacles realm. But they feel this like Two of Cups connection to you. I just heard, I'm a fool for you. Look, the Hierophant, marriage. They might be confused about like your religion, again, and like your intuition. This person has it too, but they might not know that they have it. They just might know that they excel in their field and that they're different, but they don't understand that they're deeply intuitive too. So maybe for some of you, because like you know about this stuff more, like that's something you're meant to introduce this person to, is this like whole world of things, which will actually help calm this person's spirit down, because they need to be funneling people in, and they have strong intuition, and they just need to know how to tap in and use it. I'm hearing similar to the way that you do. So yeah, this person, they just want you to know that they're defensive, but they like you. This is like for this other group, because there's a group here they don't want anything to do with. But they like you. They like you very much, and you are their wish fulfillment. They potentially, there could be a connection here through a larger network or group of friends. I think this person likes your legs. They want to know, I mean, those boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. And one of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you. So this person maybe feels like you could really walk all over them, which is making me think of the Kali with stepping on Shiva kind of a thing. This person feels like you could dominate them here in some place, but at the same time, like, you're their wish fulfillment. This person feels like you guys could have everything together, but then that also scares them at the same time, because they've been in situations where there's not equal giving and receiving. Also, if you guys make different amounts of money, like if you're more rich than they are, or if you're more poor than they are, they worry about that, because they feel like either you would think that they are after you for your money, or that they worry that you could potentially be after them for their money. They're not saying that. Then it has nothing to do with you. It's just because they know this person's just smart, and they just know that, like, people do that. That's obviously like, how do I tell if someone's really there for me? That's what I'm hearing. This person is excellent in something. So some people are just drawn into that, and they fetishize it, or they just want it for their own purposes. And, they don't actually want to give. They just want to siphon off. So it's like, how do I really tell that you're there for me? And it makes them sad, and it makes them, I'm just seeing this person like they're frustrated because they want to move towards you, but then they don't. So, yeah, this actually turned into a very sweet reading. I think like this person just hides their emotional self. So, okay, let's get some messages here from this person. Oh, he's taking over the reading now. The little cat. I do have nice legs. Love that. Yeah, you both actually like oh my gosh, like each other's legs. Oh my gosh. I don't react when people mention you. This person just doesn't react. They've learned not to share their reactions. He does like my shoes. Dang, I'm dead. Yo. I'm also seeing this person watch you interact in a group, like of friends, like Aquarius type friends though. So maybe you guys do. I get this a lot with the people that watch my channel, where it's like you really have a lot of friends that are like different kinds of people. They dress different ways. They have different kinds of jobs. They're just different. They're from different places. They talk differently. Like you just like people. So I think they're watching you in a group of Aquarian types. Maybe it's like, if this is a professor and you're a student, it's like they're watching you talk with other students, you know, or something like that. They're just watching you interact with this Aquarian group of people that they feel like is different from them. I'm just hearing the word alienated. They don't know if, I think this person, maybe they only see you out in public. Is that true? That might be something you want to ask yourself, if they only ever see you out in a group, because they feel like if they approach in your group of friends, that they seem like the weird one out, and they don't want to introduce themselves in that way, because they don't want to seem weird, because they're not weird. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's like their energy is so different than people that they see you hanging out with, that they don't want you, if they approached, it's like in that setting, they seem weird. They seem like they maybe would act awkwardly, and they're not usually awkward. There's certain spaces that this person feels strong in. And so they just, yeah, I'm getting like the group that you guys potentially interact with each other in. It's like they want to talk to you, but they don't want to approach you in that group, because they know that they would be in a situation where they would potentially feel weird. But then I think you might feel the same way about them, where then whenever you're around the group that they're around, you would feel awkward. So it's like you both are from different worlds. But yeah, I'm hearing Two Worlds by Phil Collins, the Tarzan thing. And you both like want to make connections, but then it's like, I don't like, something like that. Yeah. Anything else? I'm all right. I just heard, now you're just somebody that I used to know. This person feels like they slept on you. They feel like they didn't make a move when they should have made a move, or they didn't make themselves available, or that they should have left that damn group, is what I'm hearing. Like, I think I'm picturing like, I don't know, an awkward middle school mixer where like you're with your friends and they're with their friends, and they want to come talk to you, and they're like, I should have just left the group. I should have just went to get some punch and then just saw if you would come over or something like that. I don't know. Like, Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. Just being near you is intoxicated. I feel like this person's not used to feeling so just like flabbergasted and like flustered in their energy, but then like you get around them and they're just like, oh. We need to let each other go. I remember every detail of that day. I think you said this, that you need to let each other go. And this person, there's something here that they just like go over and over and over and over again in their mind where they came off weird to you, or they came off distant, or they came off like a friend, something Aquarian. And I'm hearing that's what keeps them up at night. They remember every single detail of that day where then you felt alienated, or like it just spit you out, spinning into the... And now you're just somebody that I used to know. I feel you even though we're apart. We both know I'm not the one for you, but I love you. Yeah, this person just sort of feels sad. They feel like you guys just can't make it work for some reason. We both know I'm not the one for you, but then it's like, I love you. And maybe you are getting the impression that it's like, I love you. You're like, I love you. And they're like, we need to let each other go. Like, we both know that I'm not the one for you. And for some of you, I think it's positions and it's group and it's social dynamics. My stomach might growl really loudly. I'm so sorry in advance. So yeah, I don't know. It's just awkward. Too cool for school. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. I replay our conversations. This person is haunted by the words that were said and the words that were not said between the two of you. Haunted. So many things. I wish I could take back my words. So many things remind me of you. I think this person... I just heard I'm not available. They might think that you're not available, but this person just feels emotionally not available. But this feels artificial. It feels to do with position and like something. The timing just wasn't right for us. I hope that one day you can forgive me. This person has a lot of love for you. They just feel like there was a lot of weirdness that like influenced things. And now they're scratching their head. They're just kind of like, I'm just seeing this person scratching their head, like wondering, they have all this passion for you. They have all these things that they want to say, but then they don't know how to approach you. And it has to do with groups and positions and stuff. So let me just get my other deck here. The Little Mermaid. I just heard Ariel. Her name is Ariel. So they're trying to guess your name. You know what I'm saying? April is really standing out to me, Nora. So frustrating. Okay. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, like I just had this inside out. Look at me. That's awkward. I feel like that's them. They're like, they got it all wrong. They got you backwards, is what I'm hearing. Maybe they... Okay, remember, they might have gotten it backwards with you and somebody else. They thought somebody else was being a problem, but really you were being the problem. Or they thought that you were the problem, but really somebody else was the problem. Maybe it was the group, something like that. So they got something backwards. Maybe that's why they didn't approach you in the group, is because I feel like there was an interference. They got something wrong. Or they got a piece of wrong information. Maybe it was gossip from the group, or maybe it was like via something that you posted online. Somebody said something and it wasn't true. Like they were like, oh yeah, they posted that because they're this or that, or something happened here. Something happened here with a person who should have made it in the wastebasket. That wastebasket side of things. Because remember, I'm saying this person needs to cut more people out of their life. They're very hesitant to do that because they don't want to blame people for like the wrong thing. And so somebody that should have gone in the bin, somebody that they should have filed in this like arrogant peacock energy and didn't, they got mixed up here. Maybe this person ended up with somebody else, or they were just influenced by somebody else that is really arrogant. And they thought that you were the arrogant person, or that you were the prideful person, or the stubborn person. They were led to believe that, I'm hearing. Either by a group that you hang out with. So for some of you, this could have just been prejudice, where they just saw you were hanging out with a certain group. So they assumed that you had the qualities of that group. Arrogant, prideful, stubborn is what I'm hearing. So I don't know what kind of a group that would be. Some kind of hoity-toity, stuffy. Yeah, I'm hearing another stuffed shirt. And every other stuffed shirt, swaggering peacock I've met. So this person just put you in a category because of maybe a group they saw you in. But I think they got it mixed up. They got you all wrong. They got you all backwards. Yeah, something like that. You might have done this to each other in some way. I don't exactly understand that. I don't know. The wires got crossed. This person's really negative. I'm not the same person. So if this person upset you in some way, they're like, I'm not the same person. I'm much softer now, I just heard. Look, I just keep seeing these because like in this deck, hold on, let me find one. So like there's like the gray hearts and they say like kind of negative things, and then there's like the red hearts. I keep seeing the gray ones where this person's just being very negative about this. They don't necessarily even mean it, but it's like, yeah, we need to let each other go. I get scared for being honest with you. Oh my gosh, all these gray hearts. Our connection is complicated. There are issues out of our control. I struggle with revealing I just heard emotions in my head. So I struggle with revealing my true feelings and emotions, but I love you more than you think. Yeah. There's no one else thinking about you all day. So if you think this person's with someone else or something, there's not. Please forgive me. I know I messed up. The universe is fighting for our souls to be together. Yeah. They got you all wrong. I just keep hearing that. This isn't over between us. I'm coming back for you. So I'm not the same person. Okay, that was my stomach growling. I'm so sorry. Maybe that means something to somebody. Yeah. Okay, so that was pile number 3. Oh, sorry. I just got one more thing because, like, remember I was saying that the 3 X's for me, like, means, like, if I get 3 10s in a reading, then usually that means that somebody made, like, a very decisive decision here about a person and it closed a cycle. So this person, I'm hearing you got me all wrong or they got you all wrong. So you could have just put each other in a certain category, made a decision about each other, and then that, like, ended the cycle. But then this person is realizing that they did something wrong. Or that they made an error. Okay. So I'm just going to take a little break before we get into the overall message, like what spirit might want to talk with you about personally. I'm going to get Chipotle after this. Right, babe? We got Jersey Mike's yesterday, and we try to only eat out once a week, and so that was rude of me. I tried to, like, put him on the spot. Okay, okay. Let me just chill. How are you guys feeling? How are you guys doing? The peacock was on his side. Yeah. And maybe he was surrounded by peacock people. That you were like, oh, he's a peacock. He likes to hang out with peacocks, and I'm not that, so. I'm also hearing there's something with looks here, potentially, where it's like you could look a certain way. Or dress a certain way, and you just like to dress that way, and like maybe you're very put together, like you like to be put together. I'm just hearing you have your shit together and you look like you have your shit together, and then this person was like, they're arrogant, you know. Okay, cool. Thank you, Mina. Catherine said, I love Chipotle. You woman, you are a superstar, Jess. Thank you so much. You're welcome. I love that title. Nice. Okay. Nice. Okay. So, let me see. What am I going to use here? Okay, we'll start with this. Spirit. Oh. Hold on here. Spirit, what do you want to say to pile number 1, sorry, to the people, just the people. Spirit, what do you want to say here? What's going on? There's something, like, there's some kind of situation that there's, like, maybe contentious or fighting. There's a person here, and you might know who this is because you could be in an argument with this person. I feel like you feel mad at this person here as well. And there's like an argumentative situation here in your life that Spirit's really wanting to talk about here with you. Okay. Okay, now I'm getting the sense that this is going on outside of you and outside of your control. Spirit is really wanting you to know what's yours and what's not yours. So I don't know, for some of you, I feel like this is even something like as big as like the world, you know, the atmosphere, the environment in the world. There's some kind of argument, there's some kind of like issue here that's very contentious, but I see you are like elevated and you're kind of like looking at this and you're keeping yourself kind of separate. And for some of you, I don't know if you have two suitors that are after you and they try to compete for your attention, or okay, that's another thing that I think Spirit wants you to know. If you're experiencing like an argument in a work environment or something, it might be two people who are trying to get your attention, or like, I don't know, they like attracted to you and they are fighting amongst each other. But ironically, it's like they're so focused on each other and like competing over you that I think you're just going to walk away. I'm seeing literally Princess Jasmine when Aladdin does his whole like Prince Ali, 75 golden camels, you know, and he like gets into the palace and then he's talking to the Sultan and he's like, I will win your daughter. And she hears all of that and she's like, no, I'm not a prize to be won. And then she like leaves the room. And I think that these people here, potentially you have two suitors or two people on your heart, two people on your mind. They're fighting like for your attention, but it's like, are you guys in love with each other? Do you guys just want to like make out and like leave me out of this? You know, but you have a lot of compassion here, but I just feel like you feel separate or removed from this, or there's something going on. If it's not a love situation, then there's some kind of argument, there's something going on, it doesn't belong to you. And I think Spirit is just saying like, you know, continue having compassion for this situation. Don't mix your energy in because it's not going to make anything better. And I think you kind of see that. Just keep it moving. I'm hearing like, just, you have a big mission. You have something here. And I'm always drawn to the fact that he's pointed towards the sun. You need to protect your energy here. And you also have powerful spirit guides around you to help you do this. But you're being drawn away here from some kind of argumentative energy, or whether it's within yourself or whether there's somebody trying to start shit with you or around you or between each other. I don't know. I think it's different for all of you what this is. But Spirit is just like, just keep it pushing. Keep it pushing. And I'm noticing the blue skin, which like, again, in the Indian pantheon, that blue skin is a symbol of divinity and of like the blue blood, you know, kind of an energy. Just keep it pushing, keep it moving. There's a brighter future that awaits for you, and doing like your own healing, your own independent work. Parents are fighting and they're always trying to make me pick. It's hard. You live with them. Yeah, I'm getting that. Like there's something here. It's like, it's very contentious, very argumentative here between these two people. Yeah. The two men, the peacock and the stinky. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay. Something here is tricky. I just noticed this, like with there might be some kind of somebody might say something very shocking to you in order to try to draw you into this. And Spirit is like, just keep level-headed, because they're wanting to bait you, or they're wanting to pull you into this energy. These people don't see you clearly because you are coming through very calm, very compassionate, and they don't know how to deal with that energy. They don't know if, always with Morgana Le Fay, I get somebody who's like, are you a witch? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Like they don't know like how to process your energy. What is this? I want to, oh, okay. Spirit's also saying, look, there's something that's going to come in here that is going to, there's like judgment. Like I'm getting the judgment card. There's something that might come to light here, or there could be a tower moment that's going to shake these two people up. You don't have to do anything. Some of you, like your energy just called this in. Hold on. Let me just clarify this. What's this low-key energy? I just heard low-key. Low-key, there's something. I'm so sorry if you guys can hear my stomach just growling. Yemaya, yeah. And Yemaya, like, you know, oh my gosh, she just came up. Yo, okay, so connect with this like hope energy. Also, Yemaya, like when I read about her, she's an African goddess, and she was very connected, like when they brought the slaves over, that even in the darkest of times to like hold faith to some kind of hope. Some of you might feel bound, and for some of you, there's a past life here where you were like bound by these people, or like enslaved by them, or they had power or control over you. Oh, okay. But in that lifetime, you've connected. That's what were meant to learn in that lifetime, is this flame, this sense of hope. There's a light within you that never dies, no matter what it goes through. And you're meant to connect with that energy. Oh my God, this is beautiful. Like you're meant to connect with that energy because you're going somewhere and you need to reconnect with that part of you. And some of you need, like, if you want to make an offering to Yamaya, you could look up the things that she likes to make like an offering or to have like a little altar space. Really try to connect with her because, and I'm hearing through music as well, like there's some kind of like musical connection, or you might just hear a song and it connects you with the feeling of hope. That things are going to get better. Even in your darkest times, things are going to get better because you need to connect with this energy now to move you towards your own independence, your own health, your own healing, which is going to connect you with some kind of like divinity, some kind of like divine thing that you're meant to do in this lifetime. It's because of your suffering in the other lifetime that you had that you learned something that a lot of souls are too scared to confront. You lived a life that most souls are too scared to confront and to come in and try to live and to try to connect with that part of themselves, but you did. So Spirit is just asking you right now to tap that energy. Spirit is asking you if it can use it, because Spirit wants to put you somewhere. But I'm seeing like a boiler, you know, where they're like lighting the light in the pilot light kind of a thing, and it's hidden. Like you never think about the pilot light in your house. I'm hearing Bridget as well, like that's the little Bridget energy. And then they want to put you up on I'm hearing hide it under a bushel. No, I'm gonna let it shine. But you're still going through like kind of maybe the underworld journey. And it's meant for you to connect with the light from within. That's that hermit journey. And then you're just going to keep nurturing it. And it's just going to grow and it's going to grow and it's going to grow. And you have more and more and more and more and more of health and independence. And like you're connecting with that like so strongly. There's, inquiry. There's some kind of self-inquiry that's going to build self-trust. That you could have gotten blamed for something. That I'm getting this and it's agitating me because I feel like there's these two people here and they're the problem. But then you got blamed for something somehow and it made you not trust yourself. And so just question those beliefs is what Spirit is saying. Question who told you that? Who told you that you were the problem? Who told you that you were this, that, or the other thing? Because there's a new chapter here. These people don't want to see your independence, whoever these people are, that you're actually going to leave them behind. You are having a death rebirth situation, and any obstacles that are put in your way at this time or removed at this time are very divinely orchestrated. Very divinely orchestrated. Oh, I hate the way my eyes get whenever I do these readings because usually my eyes are like very happy and very expressive, but then like I tap into this energy and I feel like my eyes drop. So maybe for something, there's something like you have to get in a certain energy that you're not, it doesn't necessarily represent you or you're not necessarily comfortable with, but it's just in order so that you can access the parts of you need to in order to, I don't know, be a certain way or do a certain thing. Yeah. So I'm just hearing this is about trust in yourself. Oh my gosh. And you're beautiful. I'm hearing, smoke follows beauty, baby. So for some of you, I think you're beautiful. Like physically, but you're just beautiful. And people don't always know how to act when it comes to that. There could be somebody who is trying to get to you, like sexually, I think. And they're a player. I'll put a card on that. Who is this? You're untouchable to this person. There's somebody who's a player who is trying to get your attention. They might be trying to start shit, is what I'm getting like with somebody else. I think you've ended things with this person. They want to come towards you. They feel like they want to offer you something, but this person's a player. Who is this, Spirit? Okay, the King of Swords. I think you cut this person off. Okay, it's a work connection. I don't know if it's yours or theirs, and they watch you. I just keep hearing, there is a light and it never goes out. And like, look, she's looking at that. The little pilot light, like they see you as like, and they're waiting. They thought you were going to come back. And then whoever this was, they thought you were going to come back. You never did. So then they have to grieve you. Ironically, grieving you is connecting them to their heart space because this person's incredibly disconnected to their heart space. This could be a workaholic, somebody who like works all the time. And actually connecting with the grieving process is what's pushing them inside. It's reconnecting them with their heart. It's painful. There was certainly probably easier ways available, but that this like paths that were available that this person just didn't choose. So this person's like very sexually strategic. Oh my gosh, they find you very sexually appealing, but I don't like this because this person reduces you. This person's like very infatuated with your body, and I'm hearing they fetishize something about you here as well. And they just are really trying to get your attention. They want a new cycle here, and they want you to say yes to something, but you're very closed off. You're very defensive. because you've gone within. Something about this situation, I think, made you go within and to choose to like disconnect from this person. But who is this? They feel like you turned up their nose. Like they can't get in. This is the person who's looking through a keyhole. So for some of you, this could be tied to the pile number 2 energy, where this person's just like not, I just asked in my head what makes this person a player, and it's the moon. So, this is like, I don't know, it could be tied to some kind of mommy issue or like family things, but it's like their own fears or delusions. So, but this person is actually learning how to cross this. But it could be via some kind of painful ending, and I don't know if that's with you. Or this person could also have some kind of painful ending of a marriage. And maybe that's why they're coming up in this like F-boy or F-girl energy, because they might be trying to like mess with you on the side, even though they have a relationship that needs to end. Like there's some kind of horrible backstabbing energy, or this person's two-faced, like in their marriage, or the person they're with is two-faced, but it needs to I just heard get bent. I feel like you've told this person to get bent. They just imagine coming towards you. But why do you need to know this? Oh, because you're to just keep moving, keeping it pushing. You just need to keep it pushing, because this person is actually meant to chase you, because it just connects them with their own journey. I can't wait to get Chipotle. Yeah, so like you have some kind of decision that you need to make. This is justice. Like for you to get your justice, you have to move away from this person. Because actually, weirdly and ironically, because sometimes spirituality has to work, like I call it the paradox point. I think you have to leave in order to get the relationship that you deserve, and that you get your justice. And it might not even be in this lifetime. It's like just to put this person on, you're just meant to connect this person with their own spiritual path. Yeah, so that they end a nasty cycle within themselves, but they want to follow you. They think that they want to fight with you, and they think you're so beautiful. Like this person has literally never seen somebody like you before, but you're just like, they want to have children with you. I'm kidding as well. This person's strange. I don't know about this. Look, that King of Pentacles, because I was gonna say I think this is the person that tries to domineer that energy. So I don't think this person can touch you, but Spirit, is there just anything that is there anything that you should You're there. Okay. This person needs, for whatever reason, needs to be in a position. You are their wish fulfillment. They need to be like fantasizing about you. They need to be fantasizing about, I'm hearing they're trying to petition Spirit to get the wheel to turn in their favor, but they need to be at a distance. They need to think this way about you. The longing, like that's something they have to, because something needs to change. And this person has invested a lot in a certain situation, which I think for some of these people is a marriage, or it's like some old way of being. They've invested so much, it's not working out. They need to actually start over with they need to go from the 7 of Pentacles to the Ace of Pentacles, and that's a big jump for them to make, and they're scared, and they want to cling on to your energy like a life raft, and they need to feel like there's destiny, or like there's a reason for them to do this. And in reality, I'm hearing been needing to do this for a long time, and they know that, but they're just too scared, or they don't know how to trust their intuition, so they're trying to cling to your energy, but Spirit is just saying keep right on going. And also, like, I just feel like you guys are going to prosper so much. Let me get messages about that. Whoa. Okay, I'm hearing don't compete. Don't compete. You are you. Don't focus on competing. Some of you may need to leave a location where you currently are, and you're currently being put on a path. What's coming in? I just feel like there's some kind of news or some kind of opportunity. The winds of change, like it's going to catch you off guard, and you can't foresee this with your logical mind. I'm just hearing take hope. You guys feel left out in the cold right now. Some of you guys are having money difficulties, but sanctuary is just right around the corner. You can't see it yet. They want you to connect with your vibrancy, your spark of life. They want you to connect with that, because something is coming in right now. You guys, I'm getting like excited. I'm getting excited just like for my Chipotle. Like it's going to come. Like I know it. I'm going to eat that guac. It's going to be so good. Like that's you. And right now you guys are like, you're in some kind of, this is beautiful. I'm just like feeling it. And okay, but you might not understand like that this is the opportunity that it is when it comes in. You might not want to take it, or I'm seeing there's an opportunity coming in for you guys. And it feels like it's in career to me, but it might also be in love. But I think this is potentially like the change will come in career first. That might lead you to a different location, whether that's like a different job or a different like city or something, and then it's actually you're going to meet like a person. Oh. Stay centered, stay in touch with your spirituality. You guys have a lot of money coming in, I think. But you got to get out of like your head or your own way or something here. You feel like you're doubting yourself. Imagine it. I feel like you guys should be imagining. Like, I don't believe in like the conscious versions of manifesting that are out there where people are like vision boards and stuff. Vision boards do actually work for me. Just saying, but it's like tapping that subconscious mind. So actually maybe you do want to put like vision boards or things, but like just envision it. Yeah, vision boards are just like imagining yourself like happy. Oh my gosh. It's raining. Like Renee just said that, and to me rain is like such a purifying energy. There's some things going out of your life and some things coming into your life. So that's really what I'm getting. It's beautiful. There's something beautiful for you just right around the corner, and it's like I feel like the externals of your reality, you feel like, man, I've just been like left out in the cold, or I'm not making the money I want. But then I think some of you have been manifesting, or you've been fantasizing about this kind of like other life, and it's drawing it towards you and you don't even know, but there's something here that's just like right around the corner, just right around the corner. And this is also making me think like for some of my patrons, I was really getting towards the end of this year that something was going to happen. I don't know if you guys remember that, if you were patrons like at the beginning of the year. I just remember that. I was like, I remember by like September, October, something's going to happen. And I feel like potentially September, October, that's like right where we are. So it could happen. Yeah. Hope. He's petitioning me to put in the good work. And I'm like, no, bro, keep going. How can, through your heart space, Mina said, how can I recognize the opportunity when it comes? You'll know. I'm hearing you'll know. You'll know when it's like you just don't expect it though. And it'll be different. You might be like, that's different. Yes, I was sad about some of you guys leaving me. I really was. And you know what? I'm in a better place now. I was like, no, I don't want you to go. But I was feeling like I literally was going to say that, but then I didn't because I guess I still do feel sad. But I was like, yeah, I feel like some of you guys are not even going to need me anymore. And that's okay. Like, I'm happy. But excites you without the anxious. Okay, hold on. I'm just asking how you're going to know. It gets you, right? Eight of Cups. So like, right? 8 of Cups is the swamp. So like, it's pulling you out of some kind of negative energy. So for some of you, I'm getting like, you will up and leave a place and you will move to a different place that your soul calls you to. And that's where you're going to get this opportunity. So you'll physically be in a new location. That's how you're going to know. And then that's where you're going to receive that offer. For others of you, it's like some kind of happy offer that like pulls you out of that. And it's not coming from some kind of like a lower emotional place. And it just feels balanced. And it's, yeah. Also, I'm getting Vishaka energy, which I don't know, could be creative. There's something to do with a nice house with that energy. I don't know. You guys are currently in a transition. Your energy is currently transitioning, and that always precedes some kind of change, some kind of like big change in the material. So I'm hearing that's why Yemaya wants to connect with you. She's saying take hope because we're helping you through this. I'm hearing we're midwifing you through this, and you need to understand that the change happens on an energetic level, and then it will manifest out into the world. So don't get discouraged. Don't get disheartened because you feel like you've been putting all this effort in and making all the changes. Yes, you have. But it's like it kind of takes it some time to backlog into that. Just like whenever I start this live stream, it like takes a second for it to show up on my screen that like I'm actually live. Like that's kind of it too. So, okay, it's time for me to get Chipotle. Please come to India. I will host you. You know, I want to come to India so bad, and I'm also so scared because I've heard that your karma speeds up in India, and I'm just scared of that. I don't know why. Like I'm just scared of the I don't know, like the repercussions, but I would love to go to India someday. Like, yeah, just the bases of the Himalayas. And I would love to go to Ramana's ashram there. Love. Yeah. But I just feel like if I go to India, I want to be in a place where I'm not scared because like whenever I travel or anything, I want to make sure that I know like where I am and everything. But I feel like if I go to India, I just want it to be free. Like I would want India to like show me where to go, you know? And it would take a lot, I think, for me to just like let go and not be so afraid. We all should meet in India. Oh my gosh. That would be amazing. I wouldn't mind giving you some basic tips. I think it's just like my own, like I want to get over my own fear. Like I've always had this image in my mind where, in Pocahontas where she just like runs off the cliff and just like jumps into the water. And yeah, I'm sure she grew up there and I'm sure she knows like, whatever, that's safe. But I've always pictured that. Like I want that to be like me with God. Like I just trust God so implicitly that I would just like run and jump off of a cliff that like I didn't even know where it was going because I just knew. Like I know it sounds stupid, but like I just want to do that. And I don't know, maybe India's at the bottom of that. My Ace of Pentacles. Been to Thailand. Have to have a guide in that case. Yeah. Like my favorite book is The Journey Home. Well, it's my husband's favorite book. And I think it's mine too. Like I have a lot of favorite books, but like in different categories. I just love that book. It's so comforting to me. And it is him journeying to India and then across India. But all these crazy things happen to him. That's what I'm saying. Like the karma that speeds up. And yes, like he comes out better at the end. But like I don't want that to happen to me. I'm doing one-on-ones. I'm starting them up again here soon. I have a wait list. We just sent that out. So if you guys are already on the wait list, I sent you a text message just in case you are no longer interested so you can easily get off of that. And then I'm just gearing up here to be able to do that. So, oh my gosh. Samta said, what can I pray for you to energetically pay back to you, Jess? If you just want to hold me in your energy, and anything that you do is so fine. Thank you so much for even asking that. Whatever like gods that you connect with, or however it is that you connect with like sacred divine energy, if you just like think of me at all in that space, that's enough for me. Thank you so much. Into the interiors. Oh yeah. I really want to go to the Himalayas, like the base of the Himalayas, and maybe even travel up into the Himalayas. But I know that's like a lot. Is the way to book through Patreon. Yeah, it's on Patreon now. And I just want to say too, because like I started offering my personal readings on Patreon because I do have people who genuinely like support my work, and like everybody supports my work in the way that they can. I just want to make sure that like the people who make it possible for me to bring this, I just want to make sure that they're able to get the messages that they want to get. And whenever I've offered personal readings in the past, the slots just fill up so quickly. And I have kind of had an issue with like certain people were being able to book a lot and everybody else wasn't. So I do have it booked through my Patreon just because I want to make sure that my patrons are able to get those spots as they work through. And in theory, I literally, when I started doing that, I was like, okay. And then after 2 weeks, I'm going to open it back up to everybody else. And then it just ended up never really getting drained. So right now it is offered through my Patreon, and it's not because I'm trying to bait people into signing up for my Patreon who don't just feel naturally called to do that. It's just because I'm trying to make sure that those people that I'm doing right by the people that are trying to support me on the regular and making my work even possible for me to do. That's the only reason. And if I ever do like run out of interest over there, then I will open it back up. That's I get a lot of questions and people are like, do I have to sign up to your Patreon? But you can kind of feel the judgment in it. And I'm not trying to do it to where people have to like, and please don't like go sign up over on Patreon just to be able to get a personal reading, because that's just really not in the spirit of why I'm doing it. And if we can all just like trust that spirit is going to bring us together in the right time and in the right moment for me to be reading for you when it's going to be like the most impactful, then we can all just like move through that bit. But yeah, I'm going to start offering personal readings, and I'm also offering a live call option, but there's just limited time frames. Like I can't just, because the time zone thing, like I can't just be up at 3 a.m. trying to read for somebody. So there's going to be certain time slots. And if that's a possibility, then we can actually just meet face to face. But also I can do the pre-recorded, and it's whatever it is that you want to do. So sometimes some patrons have booked more than once. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, because I think it's like before, whenever I just had, because personal readings, I don't always have like the time or energy to do personal readings, but whenever I did in the past, I would just like put it up, and I think there are certain people who just happen to be free at those certain times of the day. All right, bye, Laura. I'm gonna go too because I'm hungry. So, yes, it's very place dependent. Interesting. I'm going to remember you, Terang. If I ever do go, I'll reach out so you can help me figure this out. I agree. A baseline of safety and security. And I watch people's videos like when they go to India. And I remember watching this one couple and they got their wallet stolen like 3 times in that single video. It wasn't all on the same day. They went to some kind of festival and it like, I'm not judging them at all, but I was like, I think that's like the karma thing. Like once was by a monkey that then like, you know, brought it up on the roof and everything. And I was like, I feel like that's the karma speeding up thing. Like, yeah. Yeah, if I go anywhere, I'm bringing Alex. Yeah. I stopped doing one-on-ones because my energies are rejecting it. Feels like it may be time to do bigger scale. I love your readings. Have always resonated. We'll look into Patreon. Oh, yeah.
Somebody's asking about your pendant.
About my what?
Your necklace.
Oh, yeah. I got this. A lot of people have this necklace. I got this like a couple years ago. I got it on Etsy. You can probably find it there. It's not expensive. It's Saturn. It's just Saturn. I've seen so many people wear this and I was like, I have to get that necklace. Yeah. Monkeys are dicks. I wish I knew what monkeys were like. We just have squirrels where I live. Would you 2 host retreats? I would love to. That's like my ultimate goal is to like be able to do retreats. I would love that. I just don't know what I would do. Like, I would be curious what you guys would want to do. Because I kind of just want to be together. Like, just, I don't know, like, in the woods or something. But, we could do, like, I don't know, tarot stuff or... Because I eventually want to be doing, like, tarot workshops or, like spirituality based things, but like centered around the tarot or more like feminine kinds of things, maybe even like astrology. But you know, I'm weird about astrology because I have so much respect for it. And I just feel right now that there's, I don't know, I want to know more than I do. We can start a trip to the Himalayas together. Yo, like we would have to find someone who could take us through the Himalayas. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine us all just going to the Himalayas together? Somebody said India is not scary, trust me. I feel like India, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I've just always, ever since, I don't know. They say India is like the birthplace of spirituality. That's what it feels like to me. It feels like same way like you would feel towards a guru where it's like, I love you so much and thank you so much. But then like, also I don't want to like overstep. Like, what if I do something wrong? Like, I just have sometimes I have so much respect for something that it just like holds me back. And I think India is kind of that way for me. So give us a date and we arrange it. Oh my gosh, I'm totally not ready to do something like that now. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I thought I knew enough of astrology. Well, Vedic too. It's like I know a lot. I know what I know, like in Vedic, and I love it. And I do feel like there's more intuitive work in regards to Vedic astrology than I kind of even realized. But it's like there's so much to know. Like you could get a full doctorate in it and like still not know. Like you just learn more and more and more. And like the thing about Vedic that intimidates me too is like the yogas. So that's something that like in Western astrology we don't really have that. So in Vedic it's like you read the chart, right? But then there's certain yogas. And yoga means union, right? There's certain unions of planets in certain houses that if you have this, yes, like you know you could have Saturn in this house, you could have the Sun in this house, and you could have Venus in this house. And yes, like you can have the traits of like those things, but because they're all in union together in this formation, then it actually negates certain things. And it means that you potentially have like a lot of times it's like a boon. You get like some kind of weird boon. So just reading the chart the way that it's meant to be read, yeah, you would get one type of an impression, but it changes like the entire meaning. And that's why I'm like, really like the magic of Vedic astrology, I think really comes through a lot in the yogas. And I would just like really like to know a lot more yogas, I think, like before I would even begin teaching that. But I just think it's something amazing. Yeah. Yeah. And I dream of India sometimes. I dream of like swaris. I dream of like the colors and stuff. And sometimes I met this one lady at this juice place. And I swear like I was flickering. Like I was seeing her like in Indian garb and stuff. And I was like, I wonder what that is. Like, I don't know if she just has a strong connection to there. Like her own soul connection is very strongly connected to India. I don't know, yeah. So, oh, thank you so much, Leah. Yeah. Vedic is honestly the shit. It's the shit. Yeah. I just feel I don't know if I am Indian, like from a past life, or I really want to be. Like, you know, I really just want to go there and I'm just building up my courage because I'm a very cowardly person. So I think maybe I just want to be there, you know? I want to. Yo. Oh my gosh, I love that song. Okay, I'm gonna go get Chipotle. Thank you guys so much for hanging out on this beautiful Friday. For those of you who are patrons, we are doing the Patreon live stream tomorrow morning, same time. And yeah, I think that's all I got for you guys. So thank you so much for spending this Friday in our Sangha, our sacred community, tapping into each other's energies, helping each other through lives. Oh, thank you, Samta. I would love that. I like to do past life readings in my home. Like I'll do the Brian Weiss one, and maybe I'll try to see if I did have a past life in India or something that I can't tap into. All right. Bye guys. I'm truly going. Bye-bye.